begins the plunge now.
There he is.
It's about.
There he is.
How many trays now? Great question. Father Harrison, how many trays? I think I landed on 25. Last night was an interesting night. It was
Outdoor
an interesting night. Outdoor cat.
Shopping spree.
Not a cool cat. Outdoor cat.
Yes.
How's it going, everybody? It's happy Top Shot Tuesday. There is literally like every single content creator in the entire space is doing something today. So
we got
such is life.
We got the plunge throwing up on a Tuesday. That's nice.
Yeah.
Not to out you.
So anyway,
New Orleans is fun.
New Orleans is fun. So I feel obligated. I need to tell the story. You guys know this. And for everybody that doesn't know, like Chugs, Taylor, Greg, and I have like a DM on Discord that's like, man, I bet people would pay $1,000 to watch that because it's literally the most fun that I have. I spend all of my time that I'm like thinking about Top Shot, like talking with you guys about it, which is super fun. And then occasionally I hop into other things and do things. So they know this story, but not everybody in the chat knows this story. So if you didn't follow the first mint back, gosh, when was that? We were still doing the Friday live.
A month ago, at least, right? It
was over a month. At least
a month ago. Yeah.
So we had Maddie Ice, who is friends with Josh Hart and also like does all sorts of other stuff in like as a business person on the stream to like hang out and chill. And so he was there and we were talking like we knew that maybe like if he was around Josh, like we might be able to get Josh on or something like that. And so I had thought about and looked up and knew because it came up in a story at some point that Josh Hart was an Eagle Scout and I'm an Eagle Scout and I am more proud of my Eagle Scout badge than I am of my college degree. Like it's something that like, if you know, and everybody else thinks it's stupid and that's totally fine. I don't care. Like it's more important to me. I worked harder for my Eagle Scout badge over a longer period of time than I did for my college degree, it seems crazy, but like there's something there. And so
Notre Dame, man, shots fired.
No, yeah, well, it's far less expensive to get your Eagle Scout badge, but such as that.
I would expect.
So he comes on the street, like we were talking with Maddie, and I was like, "Hey, like I was going to trade Josh something for a moment." And he's like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "I had these patches from like Boy Scout National Jamboree that I went to in 2005 with my troop, and I was like, I had a full set from the like district, or excuse me, the council that he got his Eagle Scout badge in. It's like outside DC, right where he grew up. So I like offered. I was like, I was gonna offer him some Boy Scout badges, and he goes, "Hold on." Wait a minute. And apparently he was in Miami with Josh, like on vacation or something. It was I think it was All-Star weekend or right around there. Right? Because it was like Josh's birthday and All-Star weekend or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, they were out of town in like an Airbnb somewhere or something.
Right. So like Josh just comes out of the room or like into the room and I offer to trade him this, 12 patch set from these Boy Scout things in exchange for a moment. Right. And so like he was like, yeah, sure, whatever, bro. Like it like totally dismissed me, which was hilarious in its own right. And I didn't expect him to do anything with it. So I still, like good sport, I sent it to him. Like I got his address and I sent him a note and was like, hey, here, I don't expect anything back. Like, just if you don't care about these, like maybe someone in your scouting life would from your district, like, I wrote, it was a kind of nice note, whatever. And he acknowledged that he got it at some point, but like just never sent a moment, right? So, and I wasn't going to badger him about it. I don't give a shit, right, about the moment. So yesterday on Twitter, I was like, wait, or like 2 nights ago, I was like, wait, I'm going to New Orleans tonight. And I like looked up the Pelicans. I was like, holy shit, they're playing the Kings tonight. Like, I should go to the game. So I started looking on StubHub. I was like looking on StubHub, and the tickets were dirt cheap, like still like $15 for a single ticket. And so I tweeted at him, and then someone in the comments said something like, "You haven't sent him, or he hasn't sent your moment yet." And I responded to that with like, "Oh, I'll do tickets instead," type of thing. Just like having fun, getting the razz out of it, right? Like not like, I'm not trying to put a guy on blast for like not sending me a moment. I don't care. Like it's not a big deal. It was fun and good interaction. So then like an hour later, I'm literally in the air. Like I was on the plane from Detroit to New Orleans, and I had bought the $10 internet pass or whatever so that I could still talk to you guys. And like
better than your house. Better than your house Wi-Fi.
Yeah, better internet than your house.
Seriously, it is. Like I could probably stream better from the Delta plane
from a plane
than I can from the plunge, right? Like it's awful. Yeah. So I get a DM from him, and it says, "What's your real name?" And I was like, "What?" Like my first thought, I don't know where I went with the first thought. I was like, "What's your real name?" Like, my name is Peter Balstracci. Like, and he goes, "Cool." And I was like kind of waiting, and I was like, "What's going on?" He's like, "We'll call, or 2 tickets for you at will call," basically was the exchange. So he's out of town. I think he's injured, if I'm not mistaken. So he was in New York City getting follow-up appointments, or I don't even know. So anyway, long story short, like he sent me these 2 tickets, and he goes, "Sorry, they're way up in the nosebleeds." Apparently, I didn't know this, but like apparently they do friends and family tickets. Like you're supposed to put your request in like a day before. Someone else who knows about the process and has worked with NBA teams and stuff like was telling me like, "Oh, like getting tickets to someone 2 hours before the game is not standard practice." So like they scrambled on your behalf to make this work. So I'm like super thankful for Josh. So literally it was just 2 will call tickets, which is awesome. Like that's such a cool thing. So I was like, well, like I gotta go buy a Josh Hart jersey. Like, so I bought a Josh Hart jersey. I went into the the thing and like the store, and I was like looking at them, and this is like the real game one or whatever, and it was like $135, right? And I was like, damn, like do they have any of the cheapy ones? Like I don't like I
no
like,
jerseys.
This is like I like thought about the jersey. I was like, no, that's kind of tacky. Like you can't just have like a tacky jersey. Like so I was like looking, and then they had the city edition ones for Ingram and Zion.
Those are the Mardi Gras colors, right?
No, they're the flat
red and what? Oh yeah, the red.
Red,
like
white,
red, they got red in them, and with the gold fleur-de-lis on them and stuff.
Which are cool.
Those are dope. Yeah.
And I was like, "Hey, do you guys have any of these in the Josh Hart jersey?" And they're like, "Nah, man." I was like, "Shit." So I was like, "I'm stuck. I couldn't get a white one. I couldn't get a red one. This was my option, and it was $135." So anyway, I ended up with a $135 Josh Hart jersey. So add the beers that I had at the stadium. I was not in a box. I was in the 300 level. I was in the first row of the 300 level. But like, I just had such a fun time with it. And I went with a coworker and a colleague, a guy named Grant, who's probably watching right now. If you're in the chat, hit me up. And like, I just, I was talking to him about Top Shot. He's like, he doesn't know anything about Top Shot. So I talked to him about Top Shot and NFTs for like 2 hours. And I was explaining like the very little that I know about DeFi. Like we got into like some really interesting topics, like just chopping it up with someone who's like not in the Top Shot world or in the NFT space at all. And it was weird. Like I haven't been in person with people talking about this stuff in a really long time at all. In fact, like in the 2 months that it's been, like I haven't really had any personal in-person interactions with anyone where I'm like, here, let me talk about this thing. It was super energizing. So I had a great time. I went to a few establishments after the fact that Chugs recommended to me. COVID is still very much a thing, and there's very few people out and about. So anyway, it was a good night all the way around. It was fun.
The Pelicans won, right? I mean, yeah, they won the game.
They did, and there was some really good plays, like some sick plays. I missed the Zion dunk though in person because I literally was like in stadium mode, and it was like 2 minutes before the half, and I was like, oh, I should go get a beer now to beat the rush. So like I left my seats to go get beers and like missed that live. So I have terrible like in-person luck with that. And I saw someone tweet me tweet a good idea today that like if you go to a game you should be able to mint a moment from it. Which I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. interesting idea.
Sweet.
I think Rohan liked it. So anyway, that's my Josh Hart Pelican story. That was yeah. So Matt Master. So when are you going to Harris? It is literally 2 blocks away from my hotel. So probably tomorrow night. Gonna go roll the dice. So if anybody wants to come and play craps with the Plunge Father tomorrow night, hit me up in DM.
And
seriously, there's been a couple. Yeah, he had like 30.
He had 43. I didn't realize he went off.
Oh, he did?
He got 43. But it got overshadowed, I guess, by Steph, breaking the Wilt Chamberlain, like, most points on the Warriors and dropping 50-something. And then, honestly, watching Grizzlies, Bulls, I had a nice bet with Taco Trey, with TK, with no dunks. Yep. It was a rebounds because, like, we were like, I want to do a bet on something that does not involve scoring at all. So I was like, rebounds, big white guys. So I was like, Jonas Valanciunas versus Lauri Markkanen, which is an admittedly uneven bet. But I said I'd buy him the Lowry Top Shot debut, like the 12K, and he would buy me the Grayson Allen debut. And the Grayson Allen one was cheaper. But it's a dunk. It's cool. Grayson Allen's a Grizzly. So I did it. He's like, you're on. So we're watching the game. And the play of that game, though, it was a fun, good back and forth game. But that Ja alley-oop, I don't know if you've caught it yet, Plunge. He picks the ball up. Yeah, have you seen it? He picks it off like 2 feet outside of the backboard and just tomahawks the damn thing on a fast break. Just unbelievable.
He's a goon, man. Like he's a walking highlight reel.
Ridiculous. But anyway, it was a good night of basketball for sure.
What are you gonna say, Greg?
I was gonna say the worst lobs make the best dunks, right?
Yeah, right. Shitty pass by Grayson Allen. That's a good point.
There was one attempted like crazy I'm gonna kill you Zion alley-oop that they missed. Whoever threw it to him was weird. But it was cool seeing basketball in person again. I've only been to a handful of NBA games. I wasn't a huge NBA fan before now, right? Like, and I wouldn't even consider myself a huge NBA fan now. I am interested and I pay attention and I watch games occasionally, right? Like, I grew up a Kings fan because was the closest team. I used to go to Warriors games though because my aunt's boss had connections and tickets and stuff, so we would go watch the like really terrible Warriors teams. And so like I sort of didn't care all that much, but like I went to a Kings game with my high school girlfriend at the time because her dad had season tickets, and I saw LeBron in like 2006, and like seeing LeBron in person, like awesome. Not on is like the most incredible thing because I didn't even realize it. I think he dropped like 45 or 50 that game. And it was one of those things, how the big scoreboards, they usually have like player and then like points and stuff, you can kind of see it in real time. Like we were just like transfixed on what was happening on the court, and you just like totally lose it. You don't even know what's happening. You're like, at least I don't, I wasn't like constantly referencing the thing. And you look up and it's the third quarter and he's got 40 and you're like, whoa, like, oh, that's translating into, this like intricate, cool ballet that's happening and like this wild athleticism. It like actually translates into points. So, but seeing Zion in person, cool, very cool. That said, I was thinking about this and I was talking about this with Grant. Is there anybody in the NBA that's ever been like built like him?
Charles Barkley is the closest thing, probably. But even then, Zion's
not even like close.
Zion's beefier than that, and like still more like fleet of foot. But Charles Barkley though he was a big ass dude who could just rumble up and down. And like, Barkley, I think was only like, was he like 6'6", 6'7", maybe something like that? He wasn't like 6'9". I don't even know. Zion. Barkley's probably the closest. I think Karl Malone was a bigger dude though, like a taller dude. Yeah. But
I don't think he had the same athleticism either.
Yeah, but everybody says Barkley is the closest comp usually because Barkley. There's vintage Barkley is like Sixers Barkley is like he's rowing coast to coast, just get out of the way. Like he's gonna pick a rebound down and just take it.
Sean Kemp, that might be a good comp. And I'm sure there's like I'm a dum-dum and I didn't like do my research on any of this, but like it's like I was never high on Zion before because I was like, he's too big to stay that athletic forever. Like when the legs go, like
we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how long it lasts.
Hopefully he's generational and he like he can do it. But like he's so big, and it was interesting because the Kings lineup I did not expect us to be talking about NBA for like actual basketball for this long, but
we'll get to
I'm
it.
actually
Yeah,
interested.
is this an NBA
I
show?
swear. Yeah, it's not an
We'll
NBA
get
show.
back in a minute.
Yeah, we will do a Holo Icon drop pack directly after this last point that I'm going to make. We've got the first one lined up, and then we'll get into some more conversation. But the point that I was going to make, so Sacramento runs they have a very interesting lineup. Harrison Barnes is their big, he played the whole game, just like he had to defend Zion the whole game, and he gave him hands for a long time. He's a big body, but Zion had so many just don't care, gonna back you up and jump, do a turnaround and just jump in your face, and you can have your hand right here, and I'm gonna kiss it off the glass in the top left, and it's gonna go in. There were so many of those things where it's just how do you stop that? He was playing good defense. He was not giving him a lot. He wasn't getting beat. He was just that good, and it was really cool to watch. And it wasn't so much that he just dominated him. It was it wasn't like he just took him to the rack every single time. He had to be nimble about it. He wasn't just getting through him, but it was really interesting. And I don't think that I knew or thought of Harrison Barnes as that. So it was kind of interesting to see him play that game. So I would love to pick Harrison's mind about that game last night though. They looked like they were going to make a run at the end there, but all right, enough NBA talk. We'll talk more specific Top Shot stuff with Max Minsker and Top Shot Analytics. They're going to come in a little bit, but before we get into that, we're going to be cracking a couple Holo Icon packs today. So big ups to everybody that waited to do that. So what we're going to do first is bring on one of the Twitter check marks that I've seen out there. His name is Christopher Smith, SEC. He's got a pack to crack with us. Is that correct? Are you still holding it? Or is it still?
I am. Yes, and I want to say it's an honor to be on your show. I brought out the plunger.
Wow.
Father here, maybe bring me some luck. And I know this is about the packs, but I got two things. Well, my screen shared here. One is I think Plunge Father is way cooler than Pete. So great choice on the name there. I'm surprised. I'm curious to know what your wife thinks about your logo. But the other thing, and I mean this in the most respectful way, you are definitely a nerd in the most respectful way. I am Troop 23 Eagle Scout, and a lot of the same collections growing up. So right there with you. But are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, I can add it. So when you click share, did you click the check audio?
I did not. I don't.
Okay, I'm going to remove it and then stop the stream. And then when you share it again, there's a little tick box that says share audio as well.
Yeah. Gotta have that beat.
Gotta have the beat.
Gotta have
Yeah,
that.
need it.
Yeah.
Need it.
I gotcha. First Twitch stream.
No, it's okay. I was the only one that screwed it up last time. We had the pack drops on this
I messed
past
it up
weekend.
too. Don't worry.
Yeah.
All right, I got it now.
All right, here we go. It looks like the audio is there. All right, here we go. So what are we thinking? What are we hoping for?
I'm gonna have to turn the volume off if that's cool. It's super loud. I mean, of course, outside of LeBron, I'm an Alabama fan. So if you want a lower value guy, then Sexton wouldn't be bad for me. Of course, Anthony Edwards. And then I'm a Kings fan as well, so I'll take a Halliburton. But I mean, just getting a pack is really lucky. I've seen some people open packs in the last day or so with a legendary pack, and they're sort of tepid about it, oh, I didn't get a LeBron. I mean, I'm already happy that I got a pack. So
yeah, for sure.
You've won once already.
It's good with me. Now I'm also colorblind, so I can't really tell.
Okay, I was going to tell you which ones are the MGLE.
Bottom right on that row, the far right one, that is an MGLE.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if you scroll up and then
that dead middle one is the Holo.
That dead middle one is the Holo. And then that's an
MGLE.
And
all
then
right,
I think
so I saved the two middle ones here, and then the far right one for the.
And then there's
and the very bottom one too. Yeah.
This one right here.
Keep scrolling down.
You got one more that's going to be an MGLE.
That's the MGLE as well.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I'm going to start opening the other ones then.
Cool.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. Okay, Patrick Williams.
Ooh,
There we go.
All right.
Rookie.
Got a rookie.
High shooter there. Let's watch this moment though. I haven't seen this one. Okay. Okay.
Is there any way if you put the volume back on but just turned it down on your end, it wouldn't be as alarming?
Let's try. How's that?
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, yeah,
Whatever
that
works for
works.
you.
If that's whatever works for you.
You hearing it?
Oh yeah.
No?
No, yeah, we were.
No, we're
It
good.
was. We were good. You can kick it back on. It was working.
I'm not going to be able to hear you when it's that low.
A little Malik
you can-
Beasley.
You can mute it. We can
Holo.
mute it. That's fine.
The Holo-
Yeah,
the Holo
to be able to
music.
hear each other. Okay, Malik Beasley. So this one. So scroll down. Oh, no, that's different.
We're fired.
All right.
You
Derrick
rose.
Rose. Here we
All
go.
right,
Okay,
T-Rose,
60s.
T-Rose.
That's a good serial number on that one
Little
too.
reverse layup.
So what do we
All
got?
right.
That's another
Yeah.
base. Little Nugs,
Gary
Gary
Harris.
Harris.
Okay. I love these jerseys.
The red one.
Oh, hello.
That's a good
Why
dunk.
you let him
Wow.
go?
Nice
Nice.
pass from Jokic.
All right, you're good on that one. All right, here we go. Okay, Dira, no, Yusuf.
Nurkic.
Nurk block.
There's a good block too. He says,
You know.
no,
Ooh.
not today ain't your day.
He didn't really get up, but he
Alright.
blocked it.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe slide a paperclip under there.
Okay.
Little
This
Iggy.
one's-
So he's one of the
this
certified
one's-
ballers.
He's one of the
Just for the
certified ballers.
showcase.
He is one of the ones that you could use in your showcase stream, which
Yeah.
don't get me started.
All right. I had to
All
cut the volume because I can't hear anything.
That's okay,
That's
man.
cool.
You're good.
So very bottom, very top. Those are your golds.
Yep, that's an M jelly.
Go for it.
Think
Here we
I'll-
go.
Take this one first.
So we got here Jazz,
Jazz.
Bohan.
All right.
Bojan.
Not Bogdan, but Bojan.
Bojan.
Oh,
Bojangles.
like that
Little
dunk.
lefty flush.
hammer.
Love that.
I like it.
Who's that on? Who's he dunking on? Is that
Morris?
Tristan
No,
Thompson.
Tristan Thompson.
is that Tristan Thompson?
Yeah.
Looks like
Like
it.
that guy didn't want
there's
none
your
of
next
that.
M jelly. Let's get this. This is the Holo Pack Shamrock. Yep.
Oh,
Kemba.
Okay. Okay.
I'll take it.
Celtic.
I
All
like
right.
that.
Little jumper, little fadeaway.
Nice.
There you go.
All right.
They won the game. Always like it when they win the game.
All right. And then top middle. Yep. This is going to be the last MGLE. Lori Marketing. Patrick
Patrick
Williams.
Williams.
Wow.
All right.
That's nice.
Double
Rookie
pat.
of-
Double
MGLE?
Patrick.
All right. You probably can't see this, but I'm definitely pumping the plunge right now. The plunger.
All
There
right.
you go.
Okay, here we go.
Let's get a good one.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's do it. Here we go. Big money,
Here
no
goes
wins.
nothing.
Here we go.
All are good. LeBron.
Wizards.
Deal?
Oh, is it Beal?
Bradley
Okay.
Beal.
Nice.
Hey,
Nice.
hey,
Okay.
Bradley
Nice.
Beal.
I like that.
I'll take it.
It's
NBA
good.
scoring leader, right?
on the
Yeah.
Lakers
Oof.
in the Staples Center.
Oh.
Little reverse
Up and under,
layup.
Lefty
up
too.
under. Oh,
And they won and they beat the Lakers, which was very unusual.
Nice.
Wizards to take down the Lakers.
Well,
I
without,
see you got an all-star.
I like
You got
that.
like an all NBA. I mean, that's like an all NBA player this year, probably. I mean, he's going to
That's
be
dope.
first or second team.
yeah, I'll
Right.
take it. It's my second pack, I think, ever to open. So pretty exciting.
That's dope, man.
Awesome.
Well, I'm glad
Thank
you,
you, guys.
glad you came on, and we really appreciate you staying up for us. I know you're an early riser, so wanted to get you out early. But yeah, anything you want to pump or share or anything like that?
No, I think everybody keep watching the Plunges stream. I think what you guys are all doing is great. All of your work, the other guys too, in terms of your data analysis and the content you put on Twitter. Just follow all these guys. That's all I got. So you guys have a
I did just pop your Twitter handle in the chat, so everybody go check out C Smith SEC and give
Also-
him a follow.
Before you run, the Bradley Beal, I just pulled it up. It's low ask on. It's $2,300. So
nice.
you're in good shape for $1,000.
Not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
MGLEs are good. Yeah, the Patrick Williams MGLA too is not not cheap.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Thank you, guys.
All right, man.
see you, man.
All right.
Have a good one. Well, that was cool. First
That was a
Holo
solid
icon
pack
matchup.
pull.
Yeah, I mean
Solid pack
Patrick
pull.
Williams is 670 on its own right
I mean,
now.
it could have been Darius Baisley. I mean,
Yeah.
Bradley Beal. I'll take Bradley Beal.
Yeah, I mean,
We just sneak in some Trae Young buys during the stream.
all right. So,
Sorry.
Yes, we'll buy some more potentially. But before we do that, we're gonna bring on a couple of guests to talk some Top Shot stuff. That was like the primer, right? The pack primer. We got a lot more packs to crack towards the end of the stream with a bunch of folks that hopped in. We all have our own rebound packs, so we're gonna crack those as well. So we've got tons more stuff to go. Anthony with the 7.1, I like that. Do you want to give Chris Smith a rating? I think
sure.
we should.
We could all do it.
All right, you go first, Chubbs.
I mean, he had 2 Patrick Williams, so those are some rookies. Get a little badge action. The Holo itself definitely falls into one of the 15. Well, actually, there's only 12 that were like stars that you could pull out of the 27. Mm-hmm. So we got one of those. I think on that basis alone, it's easily like a 6 minimum. So I'd probably say, with everything else, probably give it as a 7.5, something like that.
7.5.
I think it's pretty good.
Thoughts?
Yeah, I'm going probably 6.5. I feel like the MGLEs, there was a lot out there that weren't too great, and I feel like pulling a rookie MGLE is pretty solid.
Yeah, I agree.
Like when you look at all the Holo icons, they were great, and then you looked at the list of players for the MGLEs, and it was like, ooh, not really too much coming on here. So
there's a lot of slaw.
Yeah, a lot of that, and the comments too. So I think he did pretty well. I'd say 6.5. I will say though, I miss the base pack music. I'm like, I don't like the Holo icon music. It was too much. I don't know.
It's like meth music or something. It's a little too much. Yeah.
So Caruso's missing hair is here. He is going to crack his rebound pack, and he might, if we ask nicely, come up with maybe one of his beats for hey, if we had to replace the pack music, what are we looking at? Because I think that would be dope. That would be dope. All right, Greg, what do you think?
I'm going to split the difference on these guys and go 7, flat 7.
Soft 7.
Soft 7. No, I like the double rookie pull. I thought that was cool. And then obviously he pulled a solid Holo. So soft 7. All right.
I'll give it like a 7.1. I'll give it a 7.1, just a shade above. So C Limited, I see you in the chat. I will do the reveal all back and see what I have never done it either. So
what it looks like. Yeah,
we'll see it. All right. Well, hey, let's bring on our guests of the evening, other than our pack crackers, who are equally as important. But we asked Max Minsker, I keep screwing this up, and Top Shot Analytics as well to join us to talk through and just chop it up about what's going on in Top Shot world, to get some additional takes outside of our own about how we're seeing things and what's important and what you've got eyes on. I've got some questions that I'm interested in everybody's thoughts and opinions on. And Max and Top Shot Analytics, I know you guys are working on other stuff too. So if there's anything that you've done recently that you want to use as a springboard for us to talk about specific things, we can definitely do that. But before we do that, for anybody that doesn't know who you are, we'll start with you, Max. What's your story? I assume most people follow you. I'll add your Twitter here in the chat, but who are you and how did you get into Top Shot and what do you do now?
Yeah, so that is kind of an interesting question. And I'll give you kind of the condensed version. So first of all, thanks for having me on.
No problem.
And I wish I would have gotten a Holo icon pack, but struck out.
No influencer packs for you.
Makes all of us.
Yeah, no, I'm looking out for one of those influencer packs. I keep waiting, but maybe I just need to get a few more followers first. But basically, I'm newer to the Top Shot game than you guys for sure. I started hearing rumblings about it around the new year and really kind of dove in February. And so the way that I kind of found out about it in the first place is I used to work for the Minnesota Timberwolves. I ran their esports team. And so I've been involved in the NBA and wanting to work in the NBA for a long time. I wanted when I was 15 years old, my dream job was to be an NBA GM, right? So I've always loved the NBA and worked in the NBA previously. And then I started seeing a lot of people that I had kind of worked with and known from back in my days with the Timberwolves starting to really talk a lot about Top Shot. And once I dove in, I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be huge. Like I got it right away. Like once I actually took the time to research, it took me like 15 minutes to between like, all right, let's like check out some articles and watch some videos to let's see what's on the marketplace right now, you know? So that was really quick. But
I had to bring this comment up because I agree. I love the lighting. I love the lighting.
The big festival.
Broadway actor.
Very nice.
Yeah, far from it. Broadway. Minneapolis is a long way from New York City.
As far as someone was throwing shade at Minneapolis. Chugs, was it you the other night?
It was me.
I was like, I
saw D2 Mighty Ducks. I don't need anything.
You know,
else about
I was watching that stream, and I'm glad that you brought that up because I completely agree. Like,
I was trying to do for you.
Yes. Like I'm from Minneapolis. I've lived here my whole life. Like worked for the Timberwolves and everything. But like the idea that like A-Rod and this guy like Mark Lohr, right, who I don't know much about, are like, yeah, you know, we'll fly into Minneapolis.
What did I tell you?
Ludicrous.
I can't remember how further.
How many games does A-Rod physically attend, you think, next year? 2?
I will say this. I think that he will attend a lot. Okay. Not a lot, but like a decent amount.
They have 41 home games.
He'll go to 8. He'll go to 8.
I think because he can fly out in like a private jet or whatever, right? Yeah. Like flying for the game, go out after, then fly back. Like no big deal, right? But the idea that like A-Rod is like, because Glenn Taylor's been the owner here forever. And basically Glenn Taylor like desperately wants to keep the team in Minnesota, right? Even after it gets sold. So, but the idea that A-Rod is going to be like, you know, we could try to move the team to like Seattle or
Tampa, something random like that.
Or like wherever. And he's going to be like, you know what? No, like I want to honor Glenn Taylor's legacy and keep the team in Minnesota permanently. Cause I've fallen in love with the city. Like, he's gonna try to move that team the first possible second.
Seattle. He's played for the Mariners.
Look, I'm not.
It makes too much sense.
He's taking it to Seattle.
He's not like a Seattle guy, though.
No way.
But the Mariners was like where he started.
So what? He's not like a Seattle guy.
Total tinfoil hat, but it's happening.
I mean, can there be
like his whole setup is there?
Like, can that happen?
No, they can't. This is a great point, Derek, though. When was the last time I went to a Cavs game?
2 NYC guys, big market guys, are just going to come in. Ridiculous.
Yeah. So you're from Minneapolis. You getting us back on the rails here. Sorry for the derail. So you saw a bunch of these people like from your past work in the NBA world, Minnesota basketball, like in Top Shot, and so you started aping in yourself. Oh
yeah. So then I started aping in, and so now I own a ton of moments. I'd studied like finance before and like know how to use Excel and everything, but like not necessarily like a CFA. I think Chugs, you have a CFA, right? Or did I see that?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, none for me, but like study finance, was doing that whole thing. Now I like my day job, right? Like I run like a financial services firm, like a small boutique company. So that's kind of how I like have gotten into this whole thing. Like
kind of from that lens of looking at it as something more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Like and I noticed on your Twitch as well that like you're starting to, it looked like expand horizons a little bit too, and sort of explore some of the other projects in the space. Obviously everybody knows Zed Run, or at least knows of it if they're not in it.
Mm-hmm.
I loved your thread on that, by the way.
Thank you.
I thought it was really excellent, and it mirrored, I think, a lot of what I and my friends are going through, which is like really relatable, which is, how do I figure this thing out? Like, I'm smart enough, but I'm not that smart. Like I need to be around other smarter people to figure this stuff out. And you know, there's going to be a lot more of those types of things too. So my question for you is, are you going to do the same with the Topps baseball cards that are coming out?
So here's the thing, like it changes weekly. Like a month ago, I wasn't even tweeting about Top Shot, and now all of a sudden I'm tweeting about Top Shot. So like anything that I say, you can take with a total grain of salt. But like for now, like I'm really skeptical of the Topps thing. I don't think it's gonna work. And or maybe not like don't think it's gonna work, but like I don't know. Like I just they're late to the game. They're like not digital native. Like the idea that they can just like turn the ship around and be like, oh, we're doing NFTs now. It's just kind of like, I don't really think that you can. But I mean, I'm ready to be proven wrong on that, right? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea, really.
It's sort of interesting for me, like, you know, the turn the ship thing, though. Like, what they do have is 30 or 40 years of experience with a huge IP, right? And a lot of them, like how to handle and present them, which I think is, and the collectible market in general, right? Like, this is, I think we all look at Top Shot in a bunch of different unique ways. And I don't have very many interactions or engagements with people that are, or in my close circle that are heavily into cardboard or into the collectible space. They are inherently different, but there's a lot of similarities in some ways as well, right? And we're starting to see some of that stuff shake out. So I'm curious, like, if they get, I think NBA Top Shot, like, they got the tech right for the most part of onboarding people into this, and they're not relying on like, hey, this past experience of this brand name that I can rely on, and like they've built the on-ramp, and it's accessible, and people hopped in because it was really easy to do, and it's cool. And like, is the top stuff cool? I don't know. Like, I don't know that I have the answer to that question.
That is like a really difficult question. And I would just say, like, even getting on board with Zed Run, right? Like, one of the biggest reasons why I put that thread together was just because it was so hard for me to like figure it out. Like, it took forever. And I think that a lot of the platforms that are being built right now are like built on this UX that is like 5 years behind the like potential functionality of the platform. Like, basically, once you get in the world, you're like, oh my gosh, this is a whole world. But even getting in is just like the clunkiest experience. Like, it's way, way, way behind. Like Flow, like Dapper Labs built Flow specifically for this experience, right? They've been building this out for years and years and years. They're a blockchain company, right? Tops probably didn't employ a blockchain engineer until like 2 months ago.
Right.
Whereas Dapper Labs built Flow over the past like 5 years. They ran CryptoKitties on it, right? They've done all this stuff. So the idea that
they had to do it because they were stuck on Ethereum, right? Like with CryptoKitties. So it was like, hey, we have to get this over.
And Ethereum's rough. Like I think it can get a lot better. Man. And I think there's a lot of optimism around it. And I like obviously I love Ethereum. So I'm bullish on it long term, but like right now it's not great. And the gas fees are brutal. And you see a lot of people complaining about it, and it's true. So like the idea that like, I don't know, like I just feel like Dapper Labs is in like strategically and structurally, like they are in such a better position that I see no way that from like a business perspective that Topps is going to be able to beat them at their own game. Right. Sure. Maybe they will. Who knows? I mean, I'm just a guy. I don't know anything. But like that would be my like general like thought.
And I think there's I'm like curious to see it. There's been a handful of like pretty significant flops recently that I've seen. Like I don't know how I feel about the Dame Dollar thing. Like I don't know if anybody saw that. Maybe not because it wasn't marketed.
Maybe not.
They marketed it like the day it was coming out, or 12 hours or something. Yeah, it wasn't.
It's sort of interesting though. Like hey, here's these like creator specific things versus like here's this massive IP that we're gonna try and bring forward. But yeah, I'm more to come on that. Maybe we'll dive into some of that like on a future stream. I'd love to have you back to like talk about other things.
Yeah, like the industry, like there's so much going on right now. Like there's some big winners and mostly a bunch of losers, and it's like all very much in flux.
Yeah. Well, cool. Is it Top Shot Analytics, man? You've been on the stream for like, I don't know, 10 minutes at this point, and you haven't gotten a word in edgewise because we're so loud and we just take
No.
How are you though?
Good. I'm good, man. Life's good. I can't complain, you know. I'm first off, like, nice to meet most of you guys for the first time. You know, we have dialogue back and forth on Twitter, which is different, but I respect a lot of everything you guys do. It's been pretty rad getting to know you guys and seeing your work. It's really nice. To answer your first question about like how I got into this,
how'd you get into this?
Yeah, look, I'm super late too. Like I got into this literally first week of March. And you just get caught up in the hype, and you hear things, and so stumbled on it kind of clumsily. And I guess like my professional background, I'd worked in finance for years. Started my career in 2008 in Toronto, so I'm Canadian. Started at like Bay Street kind of stuff in Toronto. Got really used to looking at really complicated spreadsheets and pricing like derivatives. So like the skill set's really similar, right? You take disparate sets of information, stitch it together, and then all of a sudden you just need to make a buy, sell, or hold decision. And so like a lot of what I've been doing in mining to learn the space for myself has been an extension of what I've just done professionally. Now I work in the public sector in the same kind of capacity, but I just answer different questions. I no longer work in finance, but I'm sure Chugs will be able to speak to this. Like even if you ever left the industry, like you'll never not leave. Like you'll always be kind of clued into what's going on because it's just like inherently interesting. And so anyway, that's my long-winded way of saying like, coming into this space more from a quantitative and data mining, not like Taylor Stein data mining, but like, stitching the information together kind of data mining, to just get a sense of like how things move, like by what order of magnitude, what things are, what things kind of sustain value. I think that was inherently interesting. And just to add to that, this isn't my first rodeo with respect to collections at all. Like, I collected Magic cards for years. I never played. I was never really interested in like the game. I was really always fascinated by the mercantile aspect of the game, like a piece of cardboard. You could have two pieces of cardboard, one worth a quarter and one worth thousands of dollars. And I always found that kind of magical. So yeah, like it's cool, right? It's like these things have thanks, Chugs. You have these two things that are like identical in terms of what they're made out of, but like for whatever reason, people place a crazy premium over one over the other, and I always found that to be really interesting. And so the collectible space is really kind of cool, and so Top Shot is like an intersection of data, finance, collectibles, and I can go on for hours about like where I think this is going to go. But anyway, point is like I kind of got in late. I'm learning to build the plane while I'm learning how to fly. But it's been super, super rad, and been picking up a lot of stuff from people in this panel.
Picked up a lot from you too.
Thanks. And
it's been super good to watch. It's sort of interesting. Everybody has like a very different approach to presentation of information, right? Like, and I know Greg in particular, when he started saying like skill set, combining disparate pieces of information, Greg went like this.
Yeah,
like it was very pronounced. And I know that you, Greg, in particular, like that skill set that you have to use for your job, and I have to do a little bit of it, but not nearly as much as you or with Taylor for the work that you're doing in corporate America in some way, shape, or form. Like there is skill set stuff that you can use. And if you don't have those skill sets, for anybody else in the chat, that's okay. Like that's why all of us are kind of doing this, to sort of help with that, so that you don't have to figure out how to run Tableau. Like, and what is it, Arterix? Like whatever other like visualization tools that like what was it called again?
It's Alteryx.
Alteryx. You don't have to be a subject matter expert in Alteryx. So Top Shot Analytics, we didn't like do a whole lot of like, hey, come prepared with this stuff. But I would love if you have anything that we can sort of chew on. Like, let's talk about something that you've been working on or that you're interested in looking at, and see kind of where we're all coming from with it, and kind of digest some things together. Because I think you've got some really cool stuff that I want to make sure we're sharing.
Yeah, let me just boot up my stuff. I think some of my things got timed out.
Yeah, no worries.
Let me just refresh it. And
in the meantime, go ahead.
I can boot up now. I think I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
4 roses, single barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody asked. I just threw it
show
up.
that bottle, Chuck.
Single barrel 4 roses. Not a store pick, but it's
share.
All right. Sure. Let me see if I can see it.
Yeah, I'm just going through the motions, man. I'm sorry, I'm super slow.
No, you're good, dude. You are good. I think I see it now.
Cool.
All right. I'm going to add you to the stream. And actually, I'm going to make it full screen so that we can see it a little bit better.
Yeah, so and just I'm in Click Sense. I can kind of give you like a primer on what this is, but Just before I start, I tend to go fast. I've been given this feedback in my professional role too. So like if I'm like ADDing out and like just kind of going erratically, just tell me to slow down, because these are one of these things where like you get so close to it that like I'm super familiar with how this mechanically works, but like to the layman or the person that's seeing it for the first time, they're not. So if I start to like spaz out, just be like, yo,
no, I'll let you know.
Cool, man. Thanks. So I mine most of my information how to add more funds, but this information here is actually from CryptoSlam. And they've got an interface where you can pull like the current ask price for the entire pricing curve of all the inventory that's listed. For simplicity, I just pulled the last 7 days. And so what you're seeing is basically like over the last 7 days, and I cut it off as of yesterday, there's 77,000 like individual listings that I've been able to pull, and those are tied to 42,000 distinct people that have placed an asset for sale. So that's like the population that I'm kind of teasing out, and part of this whole journey is like it's that data exploration side where like you know I don't know what I'm really looking at, but like I can stitch it together and then just start to dig and point and like sort of parse out insight that I think is inherently interesting. So this sheet is just sort of summary for me to kind of play around, and I've got some toggles here, you know, sets, names, list price. I've bucketed the serial ranges so I can actually just select. So you know, low serials tend to skew math because like low serials will be priced way higher and so forth. So for the purposes of this demo, let's just like focus on the high and medium serials, and I'll just leave that toggle on. So this sheet doesn't tell you anything really, but so this is kind of where I like poke and prod, and basically I just wanted to get a sense of like what the pricing curve looked like across the board, right? Knowing this is only 7 days, and just to see like if there were anything interesting that I could pull out of that. So I can pull this scatter plot out, and I'm pricing the actual ask across the serial, and then you see this like weird scatter plot that doesn't really tell you much. ClickSense is cool because you can actually like filter out just by like pointing and clicking, and so you know I can select a range of say like anything under 20,000, and it can just narrow down. I've just bookmarked this just to show like kind of what I thought was kind of cool. So this is anything under basically like $17, and if I scroll in, you'll start to see I've color coded it so that the red dots are like the last ask price, and the rationale was I just wanted to see like whether people were currently undercutting each other, right? So like if I'd probably be, and that would be obvious if these red dots were sort of at the floor level here. So it doesn't look like they were in general, right? Like we've got momies that are like $4, $5, $6, and so forth. Right. And then yeah, you can just pull up the chain and you start to see like where people are clustered, and this is like, you know, all sets. So again, nothing you can take away from it. It's just kind of cool to see the texture of what you're dealing with, right?
Right.
So one thing that I noticed immediately, and I'll just reset all of this, is there's some weird price action between like 68,000 and 70,000. I'm not quite sure what I'm seeing, but like if I cluster over here, yeah, so like you know, like I can see this range here, 66,000 to 74,000. I can zoom in a bit more, and there's just like this weird line that happens somewhere in between 70,000 and 69,000. It's not quite halfway. It's like 69.5, but slightly lower. I'm not sure what I'm seeing though. But like it's crowded. That's the point, right? So we have people that are like sitting around 68, 69, slightly over. But if I zoom in a little closer, again, it's this number that people are just obsessed about. Again, I don't know what that number is, but you know, I can zoom in a bit longer. And we got like 619, 690, 419, and 690, 421, and then this like line here. So again, nothing you can action, but just really interesting to like the information is there, so you may as well kind of look at it and see what that's like. But in all seriousness, one thing I did actually find super interesting about that is if I take that range again, this was cool. So some dude decided to just plug away and place a bunch of stuff at 7777. And so like
same guy.
Sorry.
Same seller.
Well, yeah. So the way I've built it is like I can just narrow down on this price range here, and then I've got the count here. So it's this dude named Trace Comas. Yeah, it's pretty rad.
It's
right?
Russ
Like,
Hanneman.
Yeah, he's got 60. But yeah, Russ Hanneman. But like, okay. So jokes aside, right? Like when people do this, when people are actively listing their moments for prices that they won't ever reasonably get filled at, that's actually a good thing for the market, right? Because what that means is they're not going in and pricing something for like at $4 that they should be pricing at $12, thereby screwing everybody else in the process, right? So you actually do want to see this kind of stuff happen. Otherwise, you just get that broad sell-off that we'd seen like all of March. And so again, I don't action anything out of this information, but I thought, it's there, and I figured like, we can play around and see if there's anything that we can glean out of it. So it's built, and now I can just kind of play around with it and update it as I go. And like that part of it's marginal. And you can spend a lot of time just kind of playing around and figuring stuff out. So yeah, that's one thing I've been working on. Shout out to CryptoSlam.io. They're the ones that provide the information, or like I mine it out of their site. I gotta ask them to stop like blocking my Indian IP dudes, because like yeah, I got these guys scraping their site and they blocked them, so it was kind of a pain in the ass. But yeah, so please stop doing that.
You have miners doing the legwork for you?
Yeah, I got some interns, man. They're straight out of like India, and like they're good dudes, but they're super interested in stitching this stuff together too. So that's just one of the things that I've been working on, and I can go on for years.
I gotta say, conceptually, I do think you make a good point about kind of having ridiculous offers. Like, yeah, it can be annoying if you're trying to buy something and you're like sifting through and you're wanting to remove outliers from a pre-purchase standpoint, but from a market health standpoint, there is a weird aspect of that, because it's effectively a holder, right? It's not a real seller, and so since it isn't, since it's not somebody trying to fire sell something, they're just listing it at some goofy price. It is weirdly better for that to be the case versus somebody who's just continually looking at the lowest ask and trying to differentiate that way, by being the lowest ask, which obviously I've got my own rant about how to potentially fix that. But it's a good point to say that there is like a weird healthiness to like the Trey 824, and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're effectively just like not adding to the supply, right? And like yeah, so they're making it more scarce, even though it's like actually available for sale. And hey, like if some algo decides to pick it up at 77,777, right?
They want to hit you on that. Good job.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, yeah, but no, thanks. Like that is the point I was trying to make. And looking at the pricing curve in aggregate, like you'll see some funky stuff, and you'll see guys kind of chronically undersell themselves, but I hope the takeaway from this is just like, if anyone's listening to this, right, like don't undercut each other, man. Like that doesn't help anybody, So, but yeah.
Hey, it's only EV negative if you sell it for less than what you paid for. Don't complain. Don't complain about it being EV negative.
Yes, but there is. That's like saying like, hey, everything that you bought on 221 is you're not taking a loss on it because you haven't sold it yet. So there's something there. I don't agree with you 100% on that, Chubbs. But yes, in principle, don't.
I mean, you can argue. Well, if you want to argue that macro, there's never going to be a macro, tide that rises above where 224 was or whatever.
Yeah.
It's hard to quibble with that because we had such a small amount of supply relative to demand. But I mean, if the user base really, rockets into season 3. Series 3, and the capital friction of this platform is a lot easier. Capital friction meaning it's just easier to get money in, get money out, all that kind of stuff. I mean, I'd say all bets are off, frankly, at that point. One question I had for analytics and for Minsko, since we got you guys, and what is y'all's thought on, there's a lot of debate that Series 1 is pretty much going to be held to this impossible pedestal, and Series 2 is going to just muddle in with 3, 4, 5, 12, whatever. I argue that Series 2, while it will definitely be at a discount to 1, I think it will be held closer to 1 than people realize, because it's still it's the last series that's still in beta. There's still a lot of first, sets like Cool Cats and all that stuff. So I still think there's a lot of cachet that helps it separate itself. So like Series 1 will be like effectively the serial 1 of Top Shot, and then Series 2 is, at a discount, but still considerably more valuable and scarce probably than 3. I mean, do y'all have any kind of view or take on that? Like I that's sort of my view on it. I was just curious what y'all thought, bigger picture.
Max, you want to take the floor?
Yeah, sure. I guess my general thought on that is that like as of right now, Series 1 is already priced significantly above Series 2, and it's like super, super obvious. So I would say that, I would doubt that the gap will get bigger. I think that we'll see kind of a similar effect that we see with the serial numbers on the individual moments, which is that it'll be exponential over time, right? By the time there's Series 10, Series 12, right? Series 2 will definitely hold some value, but it'll be like exponential, right? It's like 1 will always be by far the most, but then in the exponential curve, like it's going to be a pretty big drop off to 2, but it still will hold more value than the other series. And then by the time you get to like Series 5 and 6, there will be no premium at all. So I guess I would say that this is kind of an abstract question, because there's not really a lot of like data or like, material that we could use to formulate a projection for how this is going to work. But just like my general opinion is probably that I do agree with you that Series 2 will hold a premium. But I will say that I do think that Series 1 will always hold a sizable premium over Series 2. So it's a complicated question, though. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to shake out. I don't know if analytics, if you have any thoughts on that as well.
Yeah, I do. Like, again, coming from like a more traditional collectible world in Magic cards and lately in Pokemon, and like the older and like, sorry, let me restart my thought. There's this concept called print run, right? It is effectively like the amount of cards for any given set that they print, which is exactly what the mint is, right? And the smaller the print run, the way higher the premium is for that particular product, right? So the stuff that was printed in 1994, where they only had 1,100 of these things, versus the stuff that was printed in 1995, where they had millions of these things, you definitely see that price differential baked in for similar cards, right? So to answer the question, Series 1, I think I agree with Max in the sense that like Series 1 is always going to command a higher premium than Series 2. I think the point Chugs is making about how right now Series 2 is so disproportionately discounted, it's hard to say because we're so close to this, right? Like if we go to Series 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 35,000 mint ends up being super, super rare relative to the broader picture, right? Then yeah, maybe the Series 2 stuff at $4 is, $80 in
4
20,
years
30.
or whatever.
Yeah, exactly, right? And that's some serious ROI if you really like scale it back to some traditional asset. But like my preference and my investment thesis with all of this is low mint, Series 1, and if you're not named LeBron, Steph, or Luka, I'm generally not interested. And I know that's probably going to inflame a bunch of people, but that's just like my approach, because I just try to keep it simple, because I've seen the only comparable market, and like to Max's point, there's no data. Like the closest thing I've seen to this is the collectible market in trading card games. I don't know the sports market that well, but I imagine it's pretty similar, where 1% of the inventory is going to command 99% of the value, and then the rest of it's just going to end up in a basement. So I think, yeah, Series 1 over Series 2, but I do think Series 2 could have a lot of legs if this thing explodes and like the total addressable market for basketball is one that's similar to like the market that Top Shot services. And right now, like what do we have? 300,000 people. What's the addressable market for basketball? 20 times that, 30 times
tens
that.
of millions, 100 million,
right?
100 million, you know?
Yeah, so it's really
least.
it's hard to answer your question with a definitive sort of like point, because I
Oh
think
yeah,
we're
it's
just
crystal
too close to it.
balling. It's not. Yeah, it's crystal balling. It's nothing other than that, really.
Yeah,
I think the thing that sticks out to me is that like it's moments to moments to moments. Like if you're comparing straight sets, like I don't think there's going to be that big of a drop off of like if you mint a 35,000 in Series 2 against a 35,000 in Series 3 or whatever. I think those are going to be roughly synonymous.
Muddled together. Yeah.
Muddled together, right? At least from my perspective. The stuff that's going to get different though is the rarer stuff. And you know, maybe not to the same degree that Top Shot is with like, okay, here's, you know, these are the 3 players that are, you know, going to command all of this. But I think you're going to see it in particular with things like MGLEs, where it was $299 and then it was $499 and it might be $4,999 in Series 3, where like I think if you think about, hey, the idea that these might be used in some sort of gamification process in the future, and like my thought on this, my crystal ball here is that they're going to my prediction, they are going to LE everything in Series 2 before the playoffs, and they are going to take everything in the playoffs and make it Series 3. And this is no basis in fact or anything. This is my speculation.
I hope they don't mismatch the calendar like that, but go ahead.
I don't like it either, but what it would allow, if in fact rares and rare moments had significant importance and utility in hardcourt, and their intention is to bring hardcourt in for next season, then it behooves them to make the rares less rare so that they're not as expensive, and the barrier to entry for potentially buying them and like getting into the market from a user that is using hardcourt and says, oh, I need a rare. And right now the lowest rare is the, you know, Rising Stars Michael Mulder or whatever it is, and it's still $150 because there's only 2021 of them. Well, what happens when you have an MGLE or another rare pack that's minted to I think the range is, they said up to $4,999, right?
Right.
So it behoove them to have a lot of those on hand. So like the rares between sets are going to be different because the mint counts are going to be significantly different. So anyway,
I do think
Jacob said that it'll go through the playoffs.
Damn, so, okay. Yeah. But, I will say one unique thing, one very unique thing about Top Shot in the bigger picture that I think is really interesting is that since these aren't stills, since these are actual moments or plays, you could get situations where even though it's let's say it's, I don't know, Kyrie Irving, all right, and Series 7 or something, he like has some moment where it's a career milestone or it's like his last bucket or whatever, like a typical card, right? If it's like Kyrie Irving, like what Plunge, you did the Prism Run thing, and you got a couple of like legit players, and you're like, oh man, sweet, like I got a D Wade or something. It was some random card. It was like $6. But if it was if you have a moment where like the moment itself could kind of like transcend the year that that came out because of the significance of that particular play, versus just, you know, it's a still of Kyrie Irving in his 17th year or whatever, and like that's it, you know. So I think that's one very unique aspect of having these be actual plays that can, you know, it's a very micro thing that would happen, right? This isn't like this would apply to everything, but there's situations where, you know, the rookie card, I said it on a pod maybe a month or two ago, like Tyrese Halliburton, for instance, he's got his rookie moment. Everybody always goes for the rookie for a card, but like, what if in year 11 he has like some freaking like Western Conference Finals like buzzer beater or something, and they win the title that year? Like, does that become the signature Tyrese Halliburton moment, or like some other moment where a player, you know, it's like that moment that basically cemented their legacy as a player? Like nobody remembers a rookie, like some rookie play, but you'd remember, you know, what's that? Same with the Trey too. Exactly. Just like the Trey
legacy.
But so, I mean, it's, you know, it's for players that have their entire career played out on Top Shot. It'd be interesting. I'm very interested to see how that dynamic works. Like the actual rookie moment versus like the signature moment of that player, right? Like if LeBron existed at the beginning of Top Shot. Would his rookie go more for the Kobe tribute dunk? Like, I mean, maybe like his rookie moment would be a Cavs moment. You know, who knows what it is? Just some generic play. But then there's like the Kobe tribute. But then there's the Kobe tribute.
They have a lot of IP to sift through. They can pick
for sure. Yeah, for sure. It's just it like that's the one like super unique wild card here that's different from just traditional collectibles because there's a lot more context with the player moment itself, all that stuff. So other big picture type stuff to think about. But let's crack back. It's more fun, right?
Let's crack back. I know. So Top Shot Analytics, you are a hodler. You're a hodler from a pack perspective, correct?
Yeah, I don't crack them, man. I've learned too many ways. Never.
All right, Max, got any? You already cracked it?
I'm degenerate. I cracked it right away.
I checked your Twitter feed. I saw you cracked your rebound pack already.
So I've got a bunch of folks waiting in the wings. Max and Top Shot, you are welcome to stay if you want to. And hang out and like comment and rate and do all this stuff. It's gonna get weird. There's gonna be like 7 or 8 people in here at a time. Who cares, right? Like that's what we're here for. It's super fun. I love talking Top Shot with anybody that'll listen. I love talking Top Shot with people that are smarter than me. I really appreciate you coming on for talking like dynamic stuff. We should do more of this. We'll have you back again in a variety of different ways. Even if we don't do this on Tuesday nights anymore, we might do it different nights. We might do it 2 times a week. Who knows? We got a lot of stuff to talk about. But okay, we've got a bunch of folks waiting in the wings. Who do we think should come up first? I think you know who I'm going to bring up first. It was someone that mentioned he had a good story to go along with it. He had some thoughts about the marketplace in general. Crypto Poppy is going to come up first. Crypto Poppy 10.
All right.
Pull him in. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Crypto Poppy, you've got a Holo icon pack to crack with us. Is that correct?
I do. Can you guys hear me?
We can.
Good.
It's good stream, man.
All right, man.
Same question I always ask. Like, who are you? How'd you get into Top Shot? Like, give us your SparkNote story.
Man, I've been loving the story you guys are telling because it's so I basically got into crypto 4 years ago, and I heard about crypto when it went to the moon. So it was basically going to 20K, and that's when one of my colleagues. So I'm an IT executive by day and a complete degenerate by night.
My man.
There you go. And so, of course, I hear about crypto when it's at 20K, right? So what happens? I rush in and I'm like, holy moly, this crypto thing, this thing like aligns so well to my knowledge of technology. This thing's going to the moon. I start buying crypto and it starts going down. And I watched Bitcoin go from 20K to 3,800. 3K was the cheapest that I got. And my portfolio, like I kind of just rushed in, and my portfolio probably went down 90% total because I had some real terrible coins that went down really bad, right? But
what was the worst coin?
The worst coin. You know what?
You never crossed paths with.
Oh my God! It's a coin called Whale. You've never heard of it. Like, I bet you've never heard of it.
It's not the Whale token.
That's Whale token.
Whale token?
Now,
different coin.
Different token. I started to mine. It probably doesn't even exist anymore. I know it doesn't because I've got, maybe it exists, but it's at the same price right now as when I bought it 4 years ago. Because I actually checked my Blockfolio. Literally, it went down and it went back up, and it's at the same price of when I bought it. And I started mining it, and I bought it, and it's gone nowhere. That's probably the thing that's done the worst. But I got burned by XRP recently, really, really bad, like during the fall. Mm-hmm. And then I basically decided not to buy back in. I told all my homeboys to buy back in. They did. They're celebrating now. Instead, what I did is I started to take, so 4 years go by. At this point, my family's abandoned me. My friends have abandoned me. Everybody's abandoned me, right? Like, my portfolio's down 90%. Everybody thinks I'm a big joke. And, obviously, we all know what happened in March. Everything went to the moon. And COVID at the same time, like you were saying, Plunge, I think that you haven't talked to people about Top Shot in real life. That was me about crypto because crypto mooned during COVID, and I can't talk to anybody other than my family. My family's done with listening about crypto. So I basically went on YouTube and just started yelling at people on YouTube, right? Like if I can't talk to people in real life, I'm going to talk to people on YouTube. So then, of course, what happens? I've got these awesome gains. I'm feeling good. I find out about NBA Top Shot after I started my YouTube channel. And of course, I don't know, some viewer told me about NBA Top Shot, and I get in. And I think I looked at my count. I think it might have been February 25th or something like that. I literally, once again, got in at the top. I sold a bunch of crypto gains. I bought a bunch of LeBrons. Actually, one of the first moments I bought was Luka Cool Cats. That's right. I paid $7,600 for that Luka.
Oh no.
I did. And I'm in the Discord and people are like, who are these morons buying Lukas? And I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be buying Luka, but I want to do this challenge. This AD is going to be worth $20K. It's going to go to the moon.
So are you crypto? What's your name on Top Shot? Are you Crypto Poppy or Poppy?
Crypto Poppy 7.
All right. I'm checking you on eval. Check me out
on eval. I promise
you
you
your best thing.
Whatever it says I lost way more. Yeah, I don't know what's up with eval market, but it for sure doesn't tell the true story.
You got a nice bronze. You got a nice Series 1 bronze. That looks to be your trophy, and you got a Steph MGLE. That Steph MGLE, I think will
sexy.
I
paid $6,400 if I'm not mistaken for that Steph. Yeah, it's down to like $2K.
I still love it.
It's 25 something.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
man.
Nice.
You know what?
You got a Holo,
so sorry, but it seems like so. As someone who has rode the lightning and got put away wet, so it seems like you're still pretty happy.
Dude, I am so in on this, man. Well,
that's good, dude.
We're ripping a LeBron. We're ripping one. I can feel it.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
But for me, Top Shot is like crypto coming together with sports collector, which I've always kind of been in, not hardcore, but it's all these things coming together. And most importantly, it's like F you to everybody who said I was wrong in investing in crypto when it was down 90%. Because 99% of the people that invested with me sold, they got out. They were like, you're out of your mind. Dude, and I'll tell you right now, most of my friends that are in crypto that I brought into NBA Top Shot, they are now out of NBA Top Shot. Like they are because they got in at the same time as me. They've seen it go down. They're like, you're out of your mind. You need to get out. So what do? I buy more. I buy more and more and more.
Can't take the heat. Get out the kitchen. Volatility is what this is all about.
That's right.
My addiction right now is Trae Young. Do you have an addiction?
So I have an addiction that I haven't executed on yet, but I'm about to go bananas on, and that's whatever. It's the mask Kawhi. First of all, I mean, Raptors fan right here, Kawhi, and then him popping up with a mask for $10. Like that to me is like I want to buy thousands of that Kawhi.
All right, it is the only mask. It is the only masked moment, by the way. I believe
exactly.
I think it's the only one.
I need to go buy one. Hold on.
What if in 5 years from now they're basically doing masked players only, and Kawhi becomes the Luka, right? The bottleneck.
Narrative value.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, I love it. Let's crack this pack. We got good dudes in the chat. I don't know if you saw that, but the chat is going.
You're killing it.
They love you. And nice. I love you, and I'm so happy that you're here. So let's crack this pack. Let's get that
sound. Let's get that sound on. Maybe not crazy loud, but let's get it on.
I don't know if you can turn that down. That's the problem with that.
It's very alarming, but we'll see if we can. We'll see if we can make it work.
All right. So, but I do want to give away a LeBron.
Ooh.
You want to give away a LeBron?
I'm going to give away a LeBron to your users. I don't know how we're going to do this. How are we going to do this? Maybe I'll just.
So I've got Nightbot. So I'm.
All right.
I'm trying to think. So if anybody's in YouTube right now, guys, we'll do this. We'll do it at the end of your pack rack. If you're on YouTube right now, you cannot enter this. You need to be on Twitch because the Nightbot thing that I have only takes people that are in the Twitch chat. So if you don't have a Twitch account, sign up for one. Sorry if you're on YouTube, and then feel free to jump back after. But then once you crack your pack at the end of it, we'll do like a code word or a keyword, and everybody that types into the chat, we'll just spin the wheel from there.
Let's do it. And guys, if you want this LeBron, you got to go follow these unbelievable content creators.
Wow.
All right. So you got to go do that right now.
Yeah,
and
subscribe.
There goes my phone.
I'll do that.
I just gotta say, you're the coolest dude that I've ever met on this thing.
This is awesome.
Yeah. I hope you get like 1 million LeBrons right now.
The fact that I got a legend, I was so sad that what happened was this is my first pack that I actually earned that is non-guaranteed.
Right.
And so one of my homeboys who I brought into NBA Top Shot, who, by the way, has not bought a single moment until the 3-moment limit, and then he bought some moments. Him and his non-existent wife basically pulled 2 rare packs, and I got none. So I was so sad that he came over to my house and he's like, dude, crack this pack on your YouTube. I'm going to donate it to you. And so that's really all I've cracked is the guaranteed packs and then the rare pack that was donated.
What's your YouTube? I'm going to put it in the chat.
Crypto Poppy.
Crypto Poppy. Hold on. Let me pop it.
Instant follow right now.
Yeah.
Show.
That one. There's some, when I chose the name, I don't know. I'm Latin, right? So people call me Poppy forever. So Crypto Poppy just made sense. And I looked on YouTube and there's some guy actually Crypto Poppy, but he hasn't posted in 3 years. So let's make it a goal to take over that name.
We'll get it.
We can do that. We can make it happen.
All right. I'm gonna send the link in the chat. We can call our guys and see what we can find out.
Nice. All right. So at the end, after we crack this pack, we're going to give away this LeBron. You're going to tell me who I'm going to gift it to. I've had this LeBron I paid $130 for it. So I've had it for a while. So I'll be able to gift it right away to whoever you tell me. Yeah.
Perfect. We'll do that. All right. I think I shared your screen. Are you sharing your screen?
Oh, I thought I was. Yep, I am. Yep.
Can you try and close it and then reopen it? It did not whatever.
Yep. I'll stop sharing and reshare again.
You're getting a LeBron.
Check the audio too. Share audio. Although we might turn it.
All right, here we go. I got you now.
You got it. Let's take that off. That's the LeBron I'm giving away. 24,036 middle tier serial number. That guy right there, I'm going to gift to you, is going to be worth $1,000 in, I don't know. What do you guys say? 2 years? Well, a year?
Full court assist. I love the just fastball. The left-handed just chucks that bitch straight down the court.
He probably could have played D1 football, guys.
It looks like a play that Greg would have done back in his Hooper days.
Roll the tape.
Just roll the tape. Yeah, bring it up.
We have time at the end. We'll watch the highlight reel.
Yeah, the whole thing.
So, if you're curious, I'm 5'6", so I played the bench in high school basketball. I made the team, but I played the bench. All right, let's do this.
Let's do it. All right. I'm getting a little.
You guys even know what it took to hold on to this thing this long?
I commend
Can't
you.
imagine.
I commend you.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
All right, so there's our legendary right there, right? There's our Holo.
Yep.
There's MGLE. And another MGLE, another one, and the commons, right?
These are all commons, yeah.
Bottoms up. We'll go bottoms up.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hey, yeah, you know what? We got a $5 moment. All right, that's whatever.
That's a good
crypto. It's fine.
It's a discard. You know what? I'm on a mission to complete base set 2, and I actually don't have him, so I'll take it.
There you go. That's a win. That's a W.
By the way, I haven't said this, but I am holding on to my Holo. I know a lot of people have this theory of selling it right away. I don't know if you guys have ever thought about this, but I used to trade the FIFA Ultimate Team market a lot.
Oh, really?
There's a very special thing with fresh players that don't have a history. So I'm going to keep my Holo, I don't know, maybe forever, right? For a really long time. Until someday, maybe somebody says, I want to buy yours because it's fresh.
Someone, yeah, we talked about this before about the clean title sheet.
Clean cereals, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's good on you. I was looking at it today. I think like 60% or maybe a little bit more than 60% are listed or sold for the holos for the people who have pulled so far.
Okay.
In one day, right?
Yeah.
There's 15 LeBrons left. Well, there was a couple hours ago. So
Yep. Here we
get
go.
that LeBron. All right, what do we got?
Tim Hardaway.
Tim Hardaway. All right,
Green.
I'll take it because I don't have him. I'll take it.
Dude, you're just filling out your set.
2 for 2.
Yeah, 2 for 2. 18,000 cereal.
Hey.
I thought you got a masked Kawhi for a second.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that. All right, next. 9,900. Danny Green. Wow, I actually tried to snipe him like 5 times today.
Speculation that he's in the Cool Cats as a base set moment because he was traded in the offseason. And yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, he's an ex-Raptor, so won the championship with us. So
he's an ex like every team.
That's right. That's right.
Danny Green World Tour.
All right. So let's go here. What do we got?
Clippers.
47.
Hey! You got it.
Too easy.
Goodbye.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'll take it, man. Come on. You gotta love that moment.
Mass Kawhi. Phantom of the Opera Kawhi.
That's right.
Nailed it.
That's right. This guy here.
Here we go.
Jazz. Little
I
angle.
just sniped him today, actually. Funny enough.
Little Aussie.
Have you guys spent much time on Live Token? Man, it's tough, eh? Sniping stuff on there.
Well, yeah, I think most of the people that are doing the like super duper quick stuff are already doing it on their own. They have that same capability to tap into Flow and get the listings on their own. So they're not using Live Token to get there.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard.
Feels that way. Okay.
Right,
we got our golds left.
Let's go. Let's go
We
here.
got here.
Hey,
Raptors.
Raptor, baby.
Hey.
That's it. OG, baby.
OG.
Go.
All right.
Let's
I'll take
go.
it. That's
like
a keeper for sure. Any Raptor for me is a keeper. I'll
Reverse
never sell
jam.
any Raptor.
Little reverse.
Yeah.
I'll take that. That's a good
Nice. All right.
one. All right. Let's go here.
I think that, yeah.
Rockets. What we got? Jay Sean Tate, a
Jae'Sean
rookie.
Tate, rookie.
There you go.
Rookie.
Is that badge?
A badge,
Is this one
yeah. It'll be a
All right.
badge, a badge gold, a double badger.
All right. I'll take a double badger any day. Okay. Last
Nice.
one.
All right.
Who's
Here we go.
the most expensive MGLE right now? I can't remember.
I'll pull it up. I'll look it up real quick while we're here.
Anybody in the chat now?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Patrick
try to.
Williams, maybe.
Let's see what's the most expensive new one.
Yeah, I'll take a double badger.
think it's Williams.
Patrick Williams. That's a good one.
Yeah. So the Chris Smith cracked earlier.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Let's see.
What we got?
Boom.
Hornets.
Not LaMelo, right? He's not. No.
PJ.
Yeah.
Whose favorite player is that? That's Plunge's favorite player.
Yeah.
That pack break from the Prism basketball cards that I jumped in on a while ago. Like I got like 4 PJ Washingtons, and every single time that like the guy pulled the card down a little bit, and it was like, oh, the Hornets. Oh no.
So the most expensive MGLE of the new run is, it looks like, I think it's Keldon Johnson. Actually, he's a smidge over Patrick Williams.
All right. Yeah.
They're
Actually,
both high 600s.
I pulled a Keldon in that rare pack that was donated.
All right.
Yeah. The Rising
Here we
Star.
go.
Yeah.
It's
Moment of
LeBron.
truth.
It's LeBron.
Come on,
LeBron.
man. Let's go. It's gotta
I don't
be
know, guys.
LeBron.
All right. Let's go. Let's do this. I'll take a
It's
Raptor. I'll
LeBron.
take a Raptor. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, what just happened?
What?
What? I get to
Double.
reopen the pack.
You get a second?
What? What just happened?
Just in your account.
Wait.
Just in your
it's
account.
in there.
Maybe it's in your account. Click
You know
on
what?
numbers
Even
and
better.
see.
All right.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
What?
Where is he? John Collins.
John Collins.
Of course. He's the bottom, right? I'm pretty sure he's the cheapest.
I don't know about the bottom, but Josh Jackson's the bottom. I'll pull it up. It's not going to be. It's not going to be great, but it's not going to be the.
I think
bottom.
fake Roham just like
He just
tried to hurt you.
Slipped in right here.
Yeah.
He said, "You're having too much fun. Fun, please."
Oh man. It's that
All right.
I'm telling you, is the by the top, buy the top, guys. It doesn't matter. Buy the top, never sell the bottom. If you go by those words, you'll be good.
Well, I regret to inform you that John Collins is $4 cheaper than Josh Jackson for the bottom of the Holo.
I had a feeling.
However, the low ask is still $12.45. So I mean, you're still very clearly EV plus on this.
Yeah, you're very, very clearly, and it'll be used in the challenge
even if you fire sailed everything, which you're clearly more in line with us, where we're not just quick to sell everything. So I would chill with,
no way. There's no reason to sell anything I got, right? Like, why would I sell a $5 player for $4? Like, what's the point?
What good is that? Yeah, what good is that?
We're guys, NBA Top Shot. We're going to hero. We're going to zero. That's the only way it's going to happen here.
All right. So we are going to do our giveaway now. So what I want everybody in the chat to type, if you're on Twitch now, awesome, hop in. You need to type Poppy, P-A-P-I. All right. I'll give everybody, we'll give everybody till the end of the sound. I'm going to play the plunge music. Once it's done, we're going to go on Nightbot and I'll spin it and we'll go from there. All right. Here we go. Get some hype.
Here comes the plunge now.
All right.
I got to say, the one comment that stuck out, somebody said, this intro is comparable to the national anthem.
All right. We have 114 eligible users, 115, 116, and I'm rolling it right now. Ray Burgundy, R-E-Y-B-U-R-G-U-N-D-Y, Ray Burgundy. Are you in the chat?
There he is. Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Ray Burgundy in the chat. Can you give us your Top Shot username?
Yes. I will type it in right now. We will send it right now.
There it is. I'm here. I'm Ray Burgundy.
Love it. Ray Burgundy, need your Top Shot username. Ray Burgundy is the Top Shot username.
Ray, R-E-Y. Yeah.
R-E-Y. Yep.
Here, I'll send it to you in the private chat.
Burgundy, like burgundy the color?
Yeah, here, I'm going to send it in the private chat of the StreamYard so that you can just copy paste it. All right. Hey, Crypto Poppy, thank you so much for coming on, dude. Your energy is electric and infectious. And, the community is better for you. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. It's Crypto Poppy on YouTube. I sent out search him on Twitch too, or excuse me, on Twitter. You should do a Twitch stream, by the way. It's electric. You are electric, and you should absolutely do it.
Also, Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter. And I see Von Schiller in the chat. You should go on Von Schiller's show because you guys would have a blast together.
Whose show? Rob who?
Von Schiller.
Von Schiller?
Yeah, Steve Schiller is in the chat here. And
he'll find you. He'll find you.
Yeah.
Let's do it, boys. Let's do it, boys. Like I said, I'm a DJ by night, so whatever.
I love it.
Love you all, guys. Thanks for your time. Thanks for awesome content that you guys create, all right?
All right, sounds good. Talk to you later, man. That dude was awesome.
That's gonna be a tough guest.
Legend.
That was a
good vibes all around, man.
So good vibes. All right, so we got to keep rolling. We got packs to crack, baby.
Yeah, we got several
packs to crack. Other people to come in. So I'm gonna bring on our next person. I think his name is on Twitter at least is Long Game Lerman. There you are. Welcome to the fold, my friend. How's it going?
Hi guys. Good evening. I'm Marvin. My Twitter handle is Long Game Lerman. So hi guys. Plunge Father, Chugs, Taylor. Mr. Greg Murray, Mr. Max Minsker, and may kababayan Top Shot Analytics. What's up, guys?
Yeah, what's good, man?
What's up?
So Marvin, we were going back and forth in DM. You're in the Philippines, correct?
Yeah. So I'm in the Philippines right now. So it's currently like 11:30 a.m. here. So I had to take off work to join this team. Yeah. So I'm wearing a jersey right now.
There you go.
Just making it happen.
That's awesome, dude. So, and you, if I'm not mistaken, too, you're doing your own podcast thing too, right? In the Philippines.
Yeah. So my buddies and I, we started the first Filipino podcast in NBA Top Shot. So it's called Bad Shot. Yeah. So far we have like a few listeners, like really few, like less than 10 right now.
Hey, that's okay.
Yeah, but we're gonna keep grinding. Yeah, because we love Top Shot and we love to talk about Top Shot.
Cool, man. Well, hey, let's crack that back. You got the rebound back, right? You didn't get a Holo just like the rest of us, but wanted to have you on so we can get some of those. Let's go through it, and then we will see what we get. All right. So you got to share your screen, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. So
share the audio if you can too.
Okay. It's just loading right now.
No problem. Okay. And what is the podcast name? You said
Bad Shot. Bad Shot. Yeah.
Very nice.
Like most of you guys probably won't understand it because we talk in Filipino most times.
I probably would. I'll translate for the Western people, man. I got you.
Yeah.
Thanks, analytics.
I don't speak it, but I'm Filipino and I understand it, and I'll translate it all, so you can get your word out there for sure.
So.
All right, here we go.
Got it. So I'm able to share my screen now, right?
Yep, and I see the audio as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna open my base set too.
Awesome, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah. So thank you guys for having me again.
No, we're happy to have you and appreciate you joining. Hold on. Here we go.
I needed it.
Much better music.
Yeah, we need this music.
Yeah, good vibes.
Here we go.
Is that a Luca? Sorry. Okay, not bad, not bad.
I love those uniforms, man.
The highlighters. Yeah.
They're bright.
Let's go. Here we go.
What we got? Well done, Danny. Okay.
Danny.
That's a rookie moment.
Two badge.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Couple badges.
Oh, my bad. Last one.
Here we go. Hey,
Royce
O'Neal. I've seen this moment.
That's a good serial.
That's his first. It's a debut.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Not bad.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy with my pack. Getting a rookie moment. It's good.
That's awesome, man.
Well, that's solid.
Sorry, my bad.
I haven't seen that Royce O'Neal one yet.
Yeah.
That was dope. So, hey, we already talked about this, but I don't know when you guys stream or like you do your podcast thing. If your audience, if the 10 people in your audience, I think I owe you one for coming on this. So I will gladly hop on the bad shot.
Same here.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. We also made like a Facebook group, but I noticed like most people in North America, they're not into Facebook anymore. Like it's a thing of the past for most Americans, but in the Philippines, the main social media platform is still Facebook. So we made a Facebook group. We currently have like 2,700 members. So we just try to make the community as inclusive as we can. And we try to make the onboarding process in Top Shot faster so that people wouldn't have to like make unnecessary expenses. Like when they fund crypto, like we'd give them advice like which coin to use, like what the cost is for. Yeah, so like those things. And like most people, even if the information is available in the blog and Top Shot, like I notice most people don't really read. So like, you have to like try to remind them sometimes. Yeah. Like with the baller showcase, like a lot of people didn't have the required moment. So like we had to rectify that.
Cool, man. Hey, well, hey, again, thank you so much for hopping on. Pump your bags. I just sent the Twitter your Twitter handle as well. So hopefully you got a couple more followers coming in there, and just keep up the positive vibes, man. Really appreciate you coming on, and we'll do this again.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
No good day to you guys.
Good luck at work.
Yeah.
Gotta go back now. We'll talk to you. Oh man,
cool.
I feel bad. Someone's like not going to work so they can crack packs.
Hey,
I guess
we've all been there. We're all at work like this, like checking.
We've been there. I saw a rumor in the chat, Max, that you were racing horses right now. Is that true? You're racing horses?
No, that is. I mean, fair guess. Fair guess. That's for sure. But unfortunately, not.
Someone trying to catch a reflection off the glasses. Thought they saw some horses flying by.
Saw some galloping.
All right.
So who we got? Who we got next?
Next up, I think I'm just gonna spin the wheel in my head. Josh, you're the first person that popped up on the screen, so we're gonna bring you forward, and we're gonna go with you next. So go ahead and add Josh to the stream. Looks like what is that avatar, Josh?
So, hey guys, how's everyone doing? Thanks for including me. I just want to say I'm a huge fan. I've been Plunge. I think I've watched you from the beginning, Greg. I looked at your tweets every single morning. Looking to see how many cool cats, how many other fellow cool cat completions there are. So, it's great to actually be with you guys. And actually, Max, you inspired me today to write an article on Medium about Zed Run. And I was not going to deal with all the MetaMask BS, but it's just about my experience. It turned out to be a 9-minute read on Medium. So I know there's not a lot of readers out there anymore, and I'm actually an attorney by day. So this was fun to do a little creative writing. But yeah, I mean, I'm having a great time on Zed Run as well. And Plunge, I think we talked about this in our DMs. One other thing is, I think here, let me share my screen. Hold on.
Let me see that probably far.
By the way, I read your article actually.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it was very good. You guys should all go read it if you haven't yet.
Yeah, I think you send me the link in the chat.
Throw a link and we'll put it up.
I want to do one on breeding next. Here, let's go here. I know it sounds so weird. My wife looks at me and she's like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "You have no idea."
Horses breeding.
Get started down that road.
I know. What? This is another show. So Plunge, I think I told you I would give away this LaMelo ball to your listeners as well.
Oh, snap. I forgot. That's awesome, dude.
And just to let you know, just so you know, for people who, how do you get back to this? I guess it's completed challenges. Look at all the paper losses I am taking right now on these challenges.
I'm right there with you actually on all of those, except the gift one, but all the other ones I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
All right.
It's still a fun experience. All right. Yeah.
So you want to give away? What do you want to give away? You want to give away?
So that LaMelo Ball one.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Why don't we crack your pack and then we'll give it away at the end?
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm tweeting this out.
I'm hyped. Yeah, we got.
All right.
Yeah, if you know, then you know. Oh. All right.
Here we go.
So what do you guys think? Should we do this reveal all and just let it go? All right, let's do this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Come on, LeBron.
Oh, Colin Sexton. 69 plus sex with cereal. 33. Third of 69.
Come on.
Damn.
All right, Colin Sexton. Was that like one below John Collins?
I feel like I just dropped acid. This is amazing. So many things have happened. Yeah. Dude,
I can't hear you guys at all.
You can do that. Come on.
Greg, did you just say come on?
I said cut the music.
I thought there was maybe a separate sound system there.
That was actually
that was intense.
Reveal all with crazy ass music.
I wonder how many other people actually revealed their holo pack by clicking reveal all. That's got to be the first.
I literally just dropped acid and I don't even know it.
So add more funds. I know it, dude. We're just having it's a party, dude. We just don't care. I just don't care. Twitch etiquette and like a clean stream. I don't give a shit. So this is a blast.
There's etiquette on Twitch. Wait, what?
Oh man. So
Mombro wanted that Sexton bad. He wanted the 69 though, but 33 is a third of a 69. So what's a third of a 69 though? What is a third of it? Anybody want to jump in? Explain. No? Okay.
I can't do math.
Somebody in the chat needs to tell us what a third of a 69 is. If whoever gives a good enough answer, I might gift them something.
Third of a 69 is 23.
What?
A third of a 69 is 23.
The Tug's math isn't working right now.
I was thinking 30. Never mind. That's all. Deal's off. I'm an idiot.
The four roses.
Yeah.
What? All right, dude, that was a sick pull though. So, okay, so let's look at this. I have to process. Okay, so we've seen Camu before. Do we get any crazy cereals? Oh, the AD is a nice one. I got that one in my pack before that. It's like a LeBron assist, that AD play, if you're into that. Yeah, dude, this is good. I like this. I like this pack. There's that Danny Green that's going to be used in the challenge probably, we think. Cool. Well, shit, man. Are you happy?
Two Kemba Walkers, actually.
Oh, you got two Kembas, yeah.
Yeah.
Double Kemba.
All right, nice. I mean, I'll probably rate this like a 5.2. But
okay. Go around. I think I'd give it like a 5.6.
Yeah.
This is my favorite answer. Or sorry.
King Daddy Vine just crushed it. King Daddy Vine, put in your TS username. I'll send you something. That was funny.
That's the winner. All right, cool, man. So cool. You're happy with it though? You like what you got?
Yeah, no, definitely. And glad to be here. Glad to be mixing it up with you guys. So good luck with everybody. Good luck at the tracks, Max.
Yeah, much appreciated. And I'll send it out again. This is if you want to follow Josh on Twitter, he is NYJ Jet Life, New York Jet Life.
Yeah, New York Jet Life.
And I'm gonna go ahead and send that now. So you get to pick. What's if we're gonna do a giveaway? What's the word people got to use in order to be
about Zed.
All right, we're gonna do keyword for Zed. Z-E-D. The word is Z-E-D. All right. If you just typed it, type it again because I just finished doing it in. So everybody in the chat, type Zed, Z-E-D, and we're going to give away, again, you're going to give away this LaMelo ball.
Yep.
34, 258, 334, 3 plus 4, 7, 257, 778. I'm trying to do some crypto math. There's got to be something in that cereal. I'm feeling it. All right. Here we go. We're going to give it 30 more seconds and roll it. But
play the tunes.
Yeah. Well, I can play the front end of it. Here we go.
Here comes the plunge now.
All right. We're going to roll it. Here we go. There are 111 eligible users. Someone who's been active in the chat the entire night. Snooze fighting. Snooze fighting. Hit us with your Top Shot username, man. And I'll send it in private chat, Josh, so that you have it specifically. Send us your TS username, Snooze fighting. It was not rigged, I promise. I can share my screen and show you if you want, but I don't want to because I'm lazy. All right, Snooze Fighting, hit us with your Top Shot username in the chat, please, so that I can send it along to Josh. Is he pooping? Where'd he go? Snooze, man. Come on. He's snoozing. Snoozing.
Snooze, you lose. That's what they say, right?
Oh, there it is. Snooze. There it is. SNOOZE is his name. Thank you, man. All right. I'm going to send it to you in the private chat. Thank you so much, Josh, for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah. If you send me the link to the Medium article in the private chat, I'll send it out to the group as well.
Okay, definitely. We'll do.
Awesome. No, thanks for coming on, man. We'll talk soon. Well, that was
Very
cool.
Nice.
Wow. Dude, that was like a lot.
I told you, it felt like I just dropped acid. It was like just all of this. Like
it was too much, man.
Frantically trying to find the Holo.
The Holo music is atrocious. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Russo, on that note, let's bring on Caruso, are you around? Are you ready to rock? I can see you. You good?
King Daddy Vine. Also, is your username King Daddy, and that's it? Just confirm that real quick. Chugs is wrong. The Holo music is great. I don't know. It's a little too crazy.
All right. So we're gonna add in the man, the myth, the legend, Caruso's missing hair, who produced that video and the background music for that video that we just heard. And he's gonna crack. I think he's got a reveal pack or a rebound pack as well. But I would love to hear his thoughts on how trash that Holo Icon music is. So we're gonna bring him in right now.
What is up?
What's cracking, guys? It's great to be here. How we doing?
We're good.
Doing great.
I'm good, at least. I can't speak for anybody else, but I'm doing great.
Hell yeah.
All right. So guys, first of all, thank you in person. I've thanked you many times on Twitter and everything. I appreciate all of your work with this and being willing to do that and chatting it up. But I fucking love the intro. Like I can't, it's so good. And you like nailed it like the first time. Like, yeah, you made a couple tweaks here and there, but he's like, let me cook something up. And then he sent me something. It was just like, that's perfect. It was like dead on right away. So I really appreciate it.
I mean, that appreciation is what it's all about, you know? Like I don't know. I felt it. And honestly, since I started hearing the Top Shot music, I've just been like, I want to be making shit like this, arguably better than this. I think that they're doing great stuff over there, but like, I don't know. And also just, I'm a part of this community. I want to help any way I can.
For sure, man. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. And I know that there's other people. I see a bunch of people in the chat that are like giving you props, telling you to go bald, all that stuff. Add more funds just chimed in. He says, I need some video stuff. So hit Matt up.
Got you.
Hit him in DM. You got just people helping people, my guy. So I really do appreciate it. And we're going to have to do something different. Like maybe, you know what we should do? We should do something where we like have, okay, if this person can't, like because it's way too loud or whatever, do their audio. Maybe like we can have Caruso's missing hair, crack music for when we do this in the future. Like maybe I'll play it or something like that, and we can have it going in the background.
So I've been trying to not be pushy, but I've been thinking of all sorts of shit like this. So like
be pushy.
All right, well we'll talk about it. But like once we get your Mac running, like I have all sorts of way that we can basically just enhance like the whole flow of it through the audio side, and I'd love to help.
Whoa. 2 questions for you. 1, your opinion of the Holo music, and then I got a second quick question.
Okay.
What's your Holo music take? What do you think? Have you heard it yet?
Yeah, no, I've heard it. It's like it's definitely churn up. Like I don't have anything bad to say about it. I don't have anything. Here's what I will say. For people like you or like, you know, music's all an opinion in the first place. Yeah. So I think that there should be options for like what you want to hear when you're playing.
Like a vibe. Like a vibe.
Every single one of us just went, yep. Like
chill vibe, like amp up vibe. I love that.
And then like when you're creating your showcase, you can have like your custom, like honestly, this is stuff I haven't wanted to talk about because I low-key sent an application to Dapper. But I have all sorts of ideas of ways to enhance the audio experience.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Yeah, if we can't, like maybe I'll talk to Alan. I'll see if I can grease the
Second question. Show me. Well, it's really a statement. Show me your shirt because I see the Kobe dunk. I see the stars.
It's Space Kobe. It's Space Kobe. You know.
That's dope.
I love that.
Yeah, I mean, it was a 60-point game tonight. His last game. RIP. I mean, I have this hanging up all the time. Got his 81-point game right here.
Nice.
You know, like I know that there are so many bandwagon Laker fans, but like I was born here. I grew up here. This is my I'm I bleed purple and gold.
That's awesome.
There you go. Love it.
Cool. Well, hey, let's crack this pack and then we'll keep talking after because I'm excited to see what you got. And you don't have to do the reveal all thing like that last psychopath Josh did.
That guy was a wild man. Wild man, for sure.
That was so good though. I love it. So I think you just gotta share your screen and share audio.
Okay, cool. Let's share screen. Boom.
All right.
Shared.
I don't know if it came across with audio. So go ahead and
redo it.
Yeah, redo it. And there's a little, when you get a pop-up window, it says like share. There's a bottom left. It says share audio, and there's like a little checkbox.
Share this pop-up window. I see your entire screen, application window, Chrome tab. Oh, share audio.
Bottom left, yeah.
When I go to Chrome tab, it's share audio.
All right, here we go.
Boom.
All right, let's do it. Let's get one of those lamellos.
Let's get a rebound. Let's see what we got here.
Rebound. Here we go. What are your thoughts on the bass set pack music?
I think that this one's heat. The showcase music's probably my favorite, but
I like
this one,
showcase music.
Like, I mean, I really don't like. I want to make it clear that I got respect for whoever's making these beats. I think that they're great. I just like I don't know. I'm also really confident.
It's okay to critique.
You know,
it's okay to critique it. Like you said, it's subjective anyway.
And I mean, yeah, and also these are like incredible drum loops. Like I focus more on like a full production. Not that it's like from any pompous position, but like that's it's a different thing. All right, packs. All right.
Everybody's goading you to do the reveal off. Okay, that's a low serial.
Little Landry. Yo, I gotta say, every time this guy pulls up from behind the arc, I feel like it might go in. Like he just got a stroke. He's so aggressive and confident.
Hey, he could. I mean, with the Nets looking like the favorites out of the East, it could be a good playoff run.
I think it's
could be Cool Cat because he was traded in the offseason, right?
Ooh,
Cool Cat.
Yeah, could be a Cool Cat.
Cool Cat speculation. All right, let's go.
Boom, boom. I'm curious. I think it's between Philly and the Nets in the East. I'm really curious who pulls out of that and ends up going up against the Lake Show.
All right, I gotta admit, I've literally never heard this guy's name.
It's ditto. Honestly, ditto.
Top Shot debut.
That's a Xavier guy, right?
Edmund Sumner. I'm not gonna lie.
He's a savior from Xavier, but that LE moment in this pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, that 12,000 mint, I feel that. All right, moment of truth. Are we all ready?
Let's do it.
Oh, okay.
Terrence Davis.
You know, I was gonna try and be really positive for everyone. You know, like, oh, I still got a rebound pack.
Caruso, I'm not Caruso. I'm not gonna lie. This on Saturday, this would have gone down as probably the worst pack that week.
Yeah,
but seriously, it's pretty bad.
Got the LE.
Always keep it.
You got a badge.
You got an LE. You got an LE badge, so I think you're better than the. It's not a total slaw pack, but it's pretty ass. It's pretty booty. What is it, Taylor? It's pretty booty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's probably the first like one in all of this. Because I've been following. Lots of twos, lots of threes.
Yeah.
That's the first one.
That was when I gave someone a 0.
Pretty tough.
Oh yeah, but that was your homie. You were just trashing.
It's pretty tough.
Yeah, that was a tough look. But hey, man, we're gonna have to have you back on. So,
100%.
Anybody that needs or wants to work with someone, so you do audio production like in your spare time or on top of like your normal day-to-day job?
So yeah, I got a weird life right now. I'm a music guy. I'm a music producer, songwriter, engineer. It's what I've been doing for years. The end of 2018, my girlfriend and I needed to move, and I ended up bullshitting my way into a job at Tesla. So I've been working for them for a couple of years, or I guess, however years that is now. Mm-hmm. And, but at the same time, music's always been the hustle, and I'm really grateful for everything I've been getting there. But music's what I do, So,
cool. You got anything to plug? Like you doing anything on?
I have a lot of projects. If a couple of my own, I will. There's if y'all want to check out Hummingbird, spelled with a V instead of a U. That's one of my projects that I'm excited about. But meanwhile, I have a lot of stuff that I've been busy with the with the Tesla shit. So I've been basically stacking up the bread and stacking up the catalog, and we have a lot of stuff coming out over the next year or two that I'm really excited about.
Dope. And where do you find that? Is that like on like Spotify
everywhere?
Or?
It's on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you need, whatever
Cool.
we got it.
I'm gonna give it a follow. I just realized I pulled your Twitter handle. I didn't follow you until just now, which is sad. I should have been following you.
I've been crying myself to sleep every night.
But everybody should give you a follow. Hey, we're gonna have you back on. Definitely hit up Matt from Mad More Fun. Sounds like there might be some stuff there. Schiller may need some stuff. I know there's a handful of other people looking for stuff too. So hit him up if you guys need anything. He's a great dude and he's been super helpful for me. So thanks for coming on, dude, and we'll talk soon.
Appreciate it, everyone.
All right, bud.
Take care.
See ya.
All right, we got a couple more here. I think I'm going to save Ed for the end because I think Ed's got our last Holo Icon pack to drop, but we got at least one more of the base set packs from folks. I think Zach, is up next. Are you good to go? Can you give me a thumbs up if you're good to go and come on? All right, sweet deal,
There
man.
we are.
How's it going?
What's up, guys? Yeah, thanks for having me. Good to be on with you boys. Chugs, got to shout you out. The late night finger painting is clutch. Man. I'm a bit of an insomniac, so being able to look through that stuff late at night has been a godsend through the pandemic. So thanks for that, and all you guys, great content all around. So keep it up. Just wanted to say that up front.
Well, thanks, dude. I appreciate the love. I'm gonna go ahead and pull open your Twitter so I can send it out to everybody, and they can give you a follow as well. So. Yeah, what's your Top Shot story? How did you get into it and all that fun stuff?
I'm a big DFS player. After football season, obviously there's a big lull. Started to get into playing a little NBA, and just saw a lot of the community talking about this new thing, Top Shot. Went to the site, hooked up my Gmail, bought 5 base packs because back then you could do something like that. Right. And I pulled a Jaylen Brown serial 110 or something like that, and looked up what it was worth and saw that it was like, oh, this is going for like $100, and I was like, get out of here. So for me, that was just sort of kind of like it started as just like, oh wow, this is like a really great financial opportunity, and then the more I got into the platform, the more I sort of reading about the NBA, and it's just sort of it's become so much more than that for me, and I've definitely morphed into more of a collector at this point, which has been awesome because there's some really really cool moments, and I think they're doing a really great job. Dapper is on sort of working with the NBA, and building great thematics, so it's been a fun experience.
Cool, man. Well, hey, so you got a pack for us to crack? Let's get into it. Are you sharing your screen?
Yes, I think I did it right. Hang on, I got the multi-screen here. There we go.
All right, I think I see it, and it looks like we got some stuff. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. I mean, I just want to say up front,
yeah, go for it.
These rebound packs are garbage. They're so bad, but you know what? I kind of think that's a good thing, right?
That's a good thing. I agree.
Yeah. All the packs have been so crazy for so long that it's kind of awesome that we can now have check ourselves a little bit and get excited about the packs that are good again.
All right, here we go.
Let's do it.
Middle road. All right.
Who we got?
Blue door. Nope. George Hill. Speculated in Cool Cats.
Nice move. Gets in on AD. Gets by AD. It's actually a really good move, to be honest.
Yeah.
Greg, our resident hooper, you would say that is a very impressive move, right?
It's the rondo, the one-handed rondo.
Yeah.
The one-handed rondo, is that what you called it?
On AD, no.
One of Rondo's favorite things. Yeah.
He goes by AD on that too.
Oh, Jaylen.
Okay.
There you go.
He's the guy that started it all.
Against your Warriors.
All star.
Okay, not so bad for a rebound pack. So
Not
far.
awful. So far, so good. All right, but Mike.
Conley.
Okay, all star.
Mike.
There you go.
I love this move though. He fakes the shit out of who is that guard? Look at this shit.
What's that?
Yeah. I mean, and Conley is a lefty, but he hits that with the righty. I love Mike Conley because of his years in Memphis. He's such a good underrated player. If like he's the kind of guy that if the Jazz make a deep playoff run, like his shit's gonna run up. Like all of it. That's like talking Top Shot, just market stuff. Like playoff guys are going to be the ones that run up. And if they do anything significant in the playoffs and when there's less teams and there's less players to focus on, like those are the guys that people are going to kind of flood money towards. So a guy like Mike Conley's perfect for that.
Yeah. I love this one.
Moves like lasagna.
Real G's move in silence.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Hey, Zach, thank you so much for coming on and cracking that with us, mate. I really appreciate it, and for the positive vibes. We're gonna keep doing this type of stuff. So I really appreciate you coming in, man. Anything you want to chill? Anything you want to pump? You have a showcase.
Yeah. I'm here to shill my showcase certified ballers.
Gotta
get the likes up.
Send me the link. Send me the link in the private chat, and I will post it in the chat. And
Appreciate that. Yeah.
20 likes. I should have been asking everyone to do that. Go into the chat, everybody. Here's my one time that I'm going to tell everybody it's okay to like post these showcases. Post your showcase link in the chat right now, and everybody just go like them. Do it while you're here, captive audience. Just just do it so that I don't have to do it on Twitter anymore.
What the whole stream should have been. We said guests on showing their showcase. Get like 50 people up here.
The showcase show. Oh god,
showcase show.
That would have been brutal.
Just knock them all out.
The one thing I'll say I just want to add is my showcase is
what's the story?
It's a serial code match for my home county zip code with certified ballers. So I've got 7 out of 10. I need 3 more. So if anybody's sitting on 13659 of a PG or a CJ McCollum, hit me up. I'll take it off your hands at a premium.
13659. So okay, so what are we looking for? We're looking for 13659
certified ballers. So like a CJ McCollum or a Rozier or
any of the guys in there.
Yeah, any of those guys. Just a 13659 so I can get to the 10 out of 10. It's not like a ding-a-ling number 1 showcase, but
he's gonna win.
It's for the common man.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. I like the narrative value there.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm also fully convinced that right now they are packing up all of the base set Series 1 moments that didn't get like burned, that never got out into the wild, and they are going to be in those early adopter packs that they are giving away. I'm convinced that's happening.
That's a good theory.
You also thought Series 3 was starting at the playoffs.
I've been wrong.
Debunked literally seconds later.
It's okay.
Someone in the chat, if you know the answer, is not that.
It's possible, I guess, maybe. Anyway, Zach, thank you again for hopping on. Second to last, but so you're not last. That's good. That pack, maybe we'll see.
Yeah,
it was unfortunate.
It was good talking to you, though, man.
All right,
have a good rest of your night. All right. So I'm gonna make an executive decision, guys, that we are not gonna crack our booty ass packs tonight.
We can do that on our own.
You want to
We're
say
gonna do that on our own. Yeah, we're gonna, in the comfort of our own homes or in our hotel rooms, we will open our cheeks as and if we open something great, like cool, but like I'm not
are you saying you'd rather go out in New Orleans than hang out with us in a hotel room?
I can't go out tonight, dude.
You sure? Plunge throwing up on a Tuesday. Come on, man.
Throwing up on a Tuesday.
Literally.
So much for that, right? Disclaimer.
You need to go and get a hand grenade right now. I mean, they're right around the corner.
I could. So we're gonna finish it up. I'm gonna stop you while you're ahead. We're gonna bring on the last but not least, and certainly not least, our last Holo Icon pack crack of the night. You've seen him in Twitter probably because he's everywhere. I've seen him all over the place. I saw him in Twitter Spaces earlier. Like he was there. He got a Warriors icon as his thing. So Ed Choi,
what is
how
up,
are you, my guy?
Oh, what's going on, gentlemen?
Not too much, man.
Practice Holo.
You're a Warriors guy too. I know Taylor is a big.
I'm definitely a Warriors guy. I'm a definite Bay Area sports guy. Warriors, Giants, Niners, Sharks, kind of. You know.
I'm a big Giants fan, Niner fan too. I grew up in so not Bay Area, but close enough.
So Plunge, here's what I'm thinking. It's the last crack of the night, the last rip of the night. I think we should do one more giveaway.
We doing a giveaway?
No, why not?
Why not?
If you're okay with it, I'm okay with it.
What are we giving away?
Of course.
What do we have? So Karis LeVert was traded mid-season, right?
He was.
So
the 5,000, right?
He's got the 5,000. So I've got it's the 1348. 1348 Karis LeVert.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we'll make it.
Yeah, let's crack your pack and then we'll do that right at the end. Okay.
I'll tweet it out too. All 10 of my followers.
That's
I'll get it.
Absolutely.
By the way, I'm sad that you guys didn't mention that I had 10,000 followers. I wasn't going to say it myself, but now I have to.
Congrats,
that's big, man. Congrats, dude.
Congrats.
I finally got it. Yes.
Taylor, Max, and all of us except for Greg will all have a separate chat and bitch about this later. But congratulations.
I think it's more sad that Taylor got a new mic. He sounds really good on the mic, and no one lets him talk.
True.
Oh,
this is true. Facts, big facts.
Plunge talked about we were going to talk about my projections, and I'm probably okay not talking about those a little bit. So they're pretty close. I'd rather enjoy opening packs.
All right, we cracking?
Yeah, I think you got to add your stream.
Yeah, let's.
Real quick, remind me, Ed, what's the giveaway again? What are you?
It's a Karis LeVert. I think it's popping up.
I'll just say a Karis LeVert giveaway.
Go back and reshare, but make sure to click the checkbox that says share audio.
My bad.
No worries, you're good, man.
Plunge, I love that everyone's asking if you got new internet because you sound so clear.
Me? I'm in a hotel.
Just in a hotel room.
Hotel Wi-Fi.
Hotel Wi-Fi.
Big upgrade.
Audio coming in crispy.
Crispy.
So crispy.
Right.
What a good one-hit wonder.
I don't think so. When you first click it, there's like which thing would you like to share? And in the bottom left of that window, there's like a little tick box that says, would you like to share?
Hey, Plunge, you know what? It's been a while. I've had some bourbon.
There we go.
What are you drinking? What are you drinking? Because I'm drinking Four Roses. What are you drinking?
No, we saw your Four Roses. I don't know what
do you got? Oh,
Is it Whistling Pig? I don't know.
Whistle Pig. That's good.
Whistle Pig. Yeah.
Does it say the year? You got the year on it? Is it like a 12 year? Is it like a?
No, I don't know what year it is. It's delicious year, is what it is.
Good answer.
I love it, Ed.
Good answer.
This is exactly what we needed to end the night. Saucy Ed.
Is it? Are we good? No. Yes.
Yeah, man. Let's go crack this pack, and then at the end of it, we'll do the Saucy Ed giveaway. I mean, that's gonna be the thing to type. Saucy Ed.
Here's our giveaway. It's 1348 Karis LeVert. Let's crack this pack.
Let's do it. That is the Ron Burgundy of Top Shot. I love that take. All right, here we go. I'm feeling LeBron. I'm feeling it. Do not reveal all.
Oh God. Do we need the audio? We do not need the audio.
We can turn it off.
That was terrible. So bad. All right. White, blue, white. White, blue, white.
There's the Holo.
Oh, there it is. Blue, white, and white. All right.
Let's go.
Let's
go.
Luka.
Yes. Love that.
Do we want to see these or not?
Yes. Let's do it. Let's see it.
The last one of the night. I haven't seen all.
Look at that assist. It's behind the back.
Oh, that's sexy.
He's so freaking good, dude. Luka's so nasty. God, he's so good.
Is he any good on defense?
I mean, he's big, so he can But
Okay, let's not talk
This is the top. This is a Top Shot show. We don't care about defense.
yeah. What are we talking about? We talked about hoops.
100%.
Greg's over here like shit. This could have been an actual
Low
league.
cereal.
Good
Low
show.
cereal. Austin
Austin
Rivers.
Rivers. Ooh.
Do we want to see the Austin Rivers?
It's a
Okay.
three.
No,
It's a three.
yeah. That sounds like a no.
I'm not that
Low
intrigued.
cereal again.
Ooh.
John
John
Wall.
Wall?
Let's see some handles. Let's see it. Little hezzy, little fade,
little lag.
That's not bad. It's not bad.
All right. Low cereal too, or low-ish.
Low-ish.
Luca's mom is hot. Is she?
I don't know.
Is she really though? I don't know. I mean, I've never seen his mom.
I mean, Eric Gordon
questions.
dunking on Evan.
The questions we
always
deserve.
a good thing.
Dude, this pack has been fire so far.
Yeah.
Eric Gordon's a good player. Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, that'll
Weird
be one of
dunk.
the 10%, right? One of the 10% that's a lead, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
One of the traded guys.
Yeah.
Gary
Yeah.
Harris.
We saw that one earlier.
Yeah. All right.
pulled that
Let's move on.
one.
Oh yeah, we saw.
Iggy.
we saw
Yeah,
that
we
one.
already see
It's
Iggy.
an alley. It's
All
an
right.
alley oop. It's good. Are we at the MGLEs now?
Yeah, I think so. One,
Yeah.
2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
See what we got. Heat. This is Dragic. All right. All right.
Rogers.
Just a
You
game.
know how excited I am about this one? Not that excited.
You mean you're not thrilled about a pump turn left-handed layup?
I mean,
He
Dragic's
didn't even
cool.
In a
jump.
game that they
crafty.
lost. In a game that they lost.
Yeah. Right.
Keep it real.
My
Ed.
gosh.
See what we got here.
Alex says, "Shut the hell up." I'd love to be opening this pack.
Nurk, little Nurk. Nurk
We've seen the Nurkic, right?
Nurkic is. We haven't seen this one. We've seen a
Not
Nurkic
the
block.
MGLE.
We haven't seen the gold. Nurkic is good, man. He's a good. He's just hurt all the damn
Things
time.
to stay
I
healthy.
think there's something to
Yeah.
be said. He came back from a huge injury last season. Like
He's.
I don't know, man.
The Blazers are that weird team where like they could definitely catch like if it's like 2 versus 7 or 6 or like Suns versus Blazers, like I'm not sure like Blazers could easily win that series. Yeah.
I don't know about that. You think so?
Really? You like the Sun? You think the Suns are I mean Chris Paul's good and all, but
Ed
like
disagrees.
I mean, what do you think, Ed?
I think Portland's a little dusty and old.
Really old? I don't know.
A little
about
old.
Dusty. Well, you think
No
Melo.
defense.
You think Melo. Yeah, they don't play any defense whatsoever. But I don't know.
All right.
Hey,
Hayes?
Pistons 70.
Killian
wow.
Hayes.
Oh,
Wow.
Killian Hayes.
That's
all
actually
day long.
And it's his jersey
All
number
day
0.
long. Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, is he number
We did the
7?
rookie.
Yeah, he's number
Yeah.
7.
Oh, that's strong. I like that.
I like that. That's fire.
That's very good.
That's a good one.
Kevin O'Connor, that was his number 1 prospect this year.
Matt
He
Master,
may-
you called
he may be
every single
dead
thing
wrong, but
up to now. So
Okay, so we haven't pulled the LeBron yet, so let's go ahead
Clearly
and pull
it's-
this. Josh Jackson.
clearly we're getting Darius Baisley. It's happening.
Oh, all right.
Eh,
Jamal
yeah,
Murray.
all right.
I'll take Jamal Murray all
I
day
mean,
long. It's all right.
that's
No,
good.
this works.
Yeah,
He's a great player.
Yeah, he's not bad.
I mean, the highlight he goes around,
Tore his ACL though. That sucks.
Oh, so sad.
Watching these hollows makes me really want to go buy the John Morant one, even though I don't know.
So
if it makes
expensive.
sense, but yeah, like I don't know if it makes sense, but we'll look up the Jamal Murray real quick just to give you a little context. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's definitely worth,
more than I paid for.
Yes, 100%.
No, it's good time.
1600
Yeah.
is the lowest.
100% down for that.
Yeah, you paid $1,000. One of your moments was 1600.
Yeah.
You're good.
60% return, man. I'll take that.
Pretty good.
Chugs.
Yo.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you sign one of these for me?
100 100%, I would sign one of those for you.
Yes, I love it. For everybody that doesn't know the joke,
I shaved, but yeah, I'll let it grow just for you. I'll let it go just for you.
I love that.
Hey, Plunge, we need that clip.
Yeah, we need that clip.
That is incredible. Yeah,
that's awesome. You're gonna have to send me.
So Chugs,
Snoochie Boochies for sure.
So yeah, Snoochie Boochies. So Chugs, I was the one who said you look like Kevin Smith week 1.
Right.
And then like week 3 is when I asked you about what was it, Zach and Mary or Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Right.
You gotta sign it for me, bud.
I will. I promise you I will. I just need to be. Do we want to digitally sign, or I guess you got the actual DVD, which is interesting. So we will. I will gladly sign it though.
All right.
Gladly. And should I sign it Chugs and Bugs or should I sign it Kevin Smith?
You gotta sign it Kevin Smith, dude.
Fair, yeah. Totally fair. I'll learn how
it's
to write Kevin Smith
way less when you sign it Kevin Smith.
Perfect. Just like Alan said, you can fuck with your NFTs in any way that might hurt it, might help it.
There you go.
I'm all for it, man.
All right.
Awesome. I'm so glad you came ready for that. I'm so glad.
Why am I catching heat on the stream for not talking? We're ripping packs.
I did see another lookalike comment that someone mentioned Greg. You had a lookalike on Grey's Anatomy. I don't know the character, but
I get that one all the time. Yeah,
you get the Jackson. You get the Jackson look.
The Jackson. It's Jackson.
Oh man.
Yeah, the one I got more when I was playing was Tayshaun Prince.
Oh really?
Oh, I see that.
Well, when you had your hair out a little bit more too. Tayshaun though was super skinny. You were little. You got a little more meat on you than Tayshaun. Yeah. Tayshaun looks like he hadn't eaten a sandwich in 10 years. He's a little different. I mean, go look it up, man.
It's okay. They're giving me water and food. I'm okay, guys. I promise.
Yeah, Point Loma's great. They're feeding
still locked in the bathroom.
Crackers and water bottles. It's amazing.
Can someone mute Taylor? Give everybody else a chance to talk. Oh man, I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I bring you out of it. I feel the same for Max and Top Shot Analytics. You guys are just sitting there, we're just like drowning you out. But
no,
Max is totally racing horses right now. Max is definitely racing by now.
Oh man,
definitely.
We're gonna have to do like the rotation thing where like only 2 of us come on because we're gonna just talk over everybody. All right, so
dude, I vote Taylor and fucking Greg every single time.
God damn.
Boom. You heard it.
You guys run the show.
Shit. And Crypto Poppy. He's got a lock every time.
Crypto Poppy is gold.
And Crypto Poppy with the 2 of you guys? Yeah, we'll set it up.
Crypto Poppy over Crypto Babe. 100% all the time.
There you go. Hey, you got some momies you could send her.
They're moms, bro. They're moms, bro.
Moms. I don't even know how it works. I try to figure it out. I'm not sure. It's cool.
All right, man. So we're gonna give away this Carousel Bear, but I think you gotta type Saucy Ed in the chat. That's Saucy Ed.
I like it.
So we'll give everybody. I'll run the clip and Saucy Ed, SAUCY Ed ED, Saucy Ed. And once the video's done, we'll roll this thing and send it off.
Comes the plunge now.
Dude, I didn't realize how old I looked on stream. Like I look old.
It's all about lighting. It's all about the lighting.
Dude, I need more lights.
No, it's not always more lights. It's just the right lights.
Yeah, I got a nice hotel light in my face today. All right, here we go. We're gonna roll this thing, Nightbot. Roll it. Who do we got? Carlos _E2403.
I know that guy.
E2403. Hit
Oh,
us.
I know 2402. I know that guy. Not 3. I know the 3.
Username in the chat. Top Shot username for
right.
Carlos E2403. Saucy Ed, man.
Good times. I appreciate it.
That was great,
gentlemen.
man. Yeah, hold on. Let's get Carlos E to give us his Top Shot username in the chat, and then I will send that along to you. Carlos E, nice. Is your thing nice, or is it? Is your thing nice? Whoops. What is your Top Shot?
What?
His username is literally nice.
Wait, that's it? Nice.
Is it? No, Carlos E. There it is. Okay, I got you, buddy. Carlos _E. It looks like Ed.
All right. Just send it to me in the private chat, and I'll send him in a moment, like right now.
All right. Well, hey, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. It was a good one to end on.
Appreciate it, gentlemen.
All right.
And we'll see you next time.
Take it easy, Ed.
Yeah.
Good old Ed.
My spirit animal.
Now he needs me to sign some shit with Kevin Smith. I don't even know how to write Kevin Smith in script. That's going to be hard. I mean, what am I supposed to do, guys?
You know how to do cursive?
Anybody who still writes cursive after the age of like 11 is a psycho. Who writes cursive? I mean, seriously, chat, help me here. Do you write cursive still after like being forced to learn it in like 5th grade? Like, that's crazy. God,
just print on it.
But then that would be disingenuous, Greg, and I'm not that. Okay, I'm gonna actually.
Well, then you got some homework. Okay, you got some homework.
I have to learn how to write Kevin Smith in script. If he actually sends me this shit and it's in some UPS sealed package that he overnighted to me, I don't know what to do now. I'm stressed out. I don't know what to do. This is hard.
I just looked up his autograph and it looks like a 4-year-old drawing. So I think you're good.
Really?
You're all right, bro.
Sweet. Okay, good. Thanks, TSA. This is what you're here for. You're here for that. Thank you.
All good.
Appreciate it.
All right, man.
God.
Well, we went way longer than I thought we would, but let's do final round robin. We'll make sure Taylor talks this time, so you're gonna get to go first. I will put a timer on my phone.
I'll cut him off after 13 seconds. Go, Taylor.
There we go.
I'm gonna put a timer on my phone for 60 seconds, and you can just go.
Talk about your pricing predictions. Go.
Oh, pricing predictions? I'd say they were close. Let's see. All I gotta say is Roham's been blowing up my Twitter during the live stream. So if I look distracted, it's because I kept looking at my watch and Roham's just firing off tweets because I asked about reading things off my phone. So
humble brag.
There we go. That's all I got. Yeah, this was super fun. I'm glad we had everyone on. Taylor zooted. Nice. looking forward to next week. As always, keep an eye out for the newsletter. Minted Moment, Substack.com. That's all I got. And I'm going to open up this pack and get some absolute trash that I'll be sure to put on Twitter.
Ditto.
All right, Greg Murray.
Don't show me your showcase. Don't tweet at me about it. If you want to show it to me, I have a pinned tweet. Do it there. Other than that, follow me on Twitter. It's @_Greg Murray. More good stuff coming the rest of the week.
Max, thoughts?
Geez, Greg's final words is more of a PSA. Where we're at with the state of Top Shot Twitter right now. It's like a commentary just with all the showcase stuff. For me, yeah, thanks for having me on. Just follow me on Twitter @MaxMinsker. That's it. I've got a few threads that I'm working on right now, but oh man, it takes me like 3 or 4 days, so it might be a minute. No promises, but I'm working on a few things. I got them cooking up. So follow me on Twitter.
Awesome, man. Top Shot Analytics. What do you got, man?
Not a whole lot, man. And thanks for having me on. It's nice meeting all you guys. Yeah, I'm just happy to be on your guys' radar. So hit me up wherever. I'm available and I'm happy to help whoever with anything.
You're not on the radar, man. You're on the ship.
Well, thank you. Yeah. I'll defer to Chugs Plunge.
I gotta say,
how long do you need?
King Daddy Vine got the greatest post. Check the Twitch comments, Plunge, and pull up his. It's just recent. Yes. Very strong. Very true. Very strong.
Unsolicited is worse.
Anyway, I guess follow all of us, obviously, if you don't already. But for me, last thing to the chat, I'm working on a particular thing. If you have any moments that you're willing to gift to me with the last name O, I will gift them back. But if you have anything last name O, I would be very appreciative if you were to send them my way. I need 2 of them specifically. Other than that, hope you guys enjoy. And if you have any other questions for any of us, Max and TSA put out a lot of great stuff. Follow them and hit them up as well. I'm sure they're willing to entertain, any range of questions you got. And I hope Plunge doesn't become an outdoor cat tonight again in my hometown in New Orleans. So he's indoor cat tonight. He's watching the free HBO tonight. So it's okay.
Cat House.
Yeah,
going back old school. Air Force Amy. It's a family stream.
Go get some beignets and some chocolate milk and fall asleep.
Yeah,
I like to picture you falling asleep with beignets and powdered sugar on your Josh Hart jersey, like a chocolate milk to the side. And you sleep through your alarm and you miss all your meetings.
Hey, that's yeah.
Hurricane on the right on the nightstand. Perfect.
Yeah, something like that. So on that note, as long as I might get to 50 Trae Youngs tonight. We'll see if I'm getting frisky.
It's a tribute, dude. Like, why wouldn't you just buy 1 million of them? It's a tribute.
I mean, I might do it, dude. I might do it.
I may or may not have pulled one the other day, but look, it's a tribute. Like,
I'm gonna crack my pack if I get
the moment matters. The moment matters.
That's a sign. If I crack the pack, my booty pack, and there's a Trae Young in there, we're gonna go buy 24 more.
Yeah.
All right.
You do you,
Let's
man.
Let's go. It was good talking to y'all. And Max, Top Shot, thank you so much for joining. Greg, Taylor, talk some more next time. No, I will stop talking next time so that you can talk next time. But appreciate everybody in the chat. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thanks for the good times and the good vibes. Except for that one dude that keeps saying that I'm a pedophile.
That's really weird. I'm not gonna lie. That's
anyway,
weird.
It's really weird.
On that
really weird.
On that note, good night.
Later.
See you guys.